There we go.
Hello, Devin.
Hey, Rick.
Good to see you.
How's it going? So,
Going pretty good.
Yeah.
I think this community and me are staying dedicated. Never gonna give you up.
Of
never
course.
gonna let you down.
never gonna run around?
And desert you.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, double mic.
Exactly. So, Rollers, how you doing? Tell us if you see and hear us properly. But I think it's all good.
Oh yeah. And bring Chad up here. Hello, everybody.
So, since we're sitting in a new place,
Yeah.
God knows where, we have a wind blowing, but we have these fluffy things, so I don't think it's going to be any problem.
Yeah.
But the wind might be blowing away our voices. So, guys, if you start to hear us quietly at some point, let us know.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Do you know what the industry name for these is?
For what?
For the fluffy things on the microphone.
Someone told me, but I forgot already.
It's a very macabre name. It's called a dead cat.
Dead cat, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that, the dead cat. Okay, so Sternenko's video that is offered me here, today's one is called Russia Cuckold. Cuckold. Occupiers are outraged with the humiliation in Istanbul.
Oh yeah.
What are you thinking about the whole show situation from yesterday, Devin?
I think it was quite telling that their delegation, that their big push for peace is give us everything we want in victory.
Yeah.
I think it shows an obvious unwillingness to not want to negotiate, to talk about anything, to have peace, quote unquote. And I think it's actually more of a stalling tactic. I think they did not expect Operation Spiderweb that destroyed 34% of their tactical aircraft for strategic bombing.
Yeah, and yesterday their faces were not such brazen anymore.
Yeah,
they were more like grim, I would say. Devin, I forgot to offer you some tea. Do you drink black tea?
I do. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get you the second cup then.
Thank you then.
Not gonna go to the bathroom this time. Leaving the mic on me.
Not this time. If he does, we'll say that. But yeah, no, I think that it was quite obvious. They don't want peace. They were just stalling. This was a tactic for them to bring out to essentially just...
They could hear me, by the way.
Yeah.
When I was talking there in Ukrainian. Sorry for that.
No, you're good. I was just saying that it's obvious that they wanted to buy time because they just were caught with their pants down.
Yep. So it's really cool what happened on Sunday. Mm-hmm. We met with you on Sunday on Azov.
Yep.
I want to thank you for always coming there when
Absolutely.
You're in Kyiv.
Yes.
We're... Oh my God. Are we, how do you call this?
Cheersing.
Cheers for... No, we're cheering for coming for Free Azov and, being resilient in that, not for the Free Azov itself. Of course, Free Azov is not something to celebrate because the situation itself and, not the situation, the movement itself is dedicated to a pretty, I would call it, sad occasion and a very painful one.
It's very somber in what it is. It's a term that I would use. There's a certain element of performance that people need to have to stay strong, to show support.
Yep.
But it's never done out of joy or glee or some sort of happiness. It's kept in this understanding that the cause isn't quite yet done, and it might not be done for years. And the family needs support, and that's the main driver.
Yep. And I am really happy and honored that I'm coming there every weekend, showing that support. It could be more. They're doing those protests next to our parliament every day, every weekday. And they were inviting me there, but I just don't have I don't have the capacity in me, probably the resource to come to so many protests because it's a lot of pain there. It's a lot of suffering, and it's hard to bear it. Of course, the families don't have the choice, but I do some other work, I do some other formats. This is why I must say I am choosing not to come there every day, because I also need to do some other work.
Yeah.
And well, guys, I want to also talk to you. So, Devin, if you would like to talk to the chat too,
absolutely,
separately would be awesome. Hello, Just Jimmy. Hello, Elman Archer, Falcor, Keith Kane, Mama Disco, Glovani Lenzi, McPigeon, Andreas Black, Donna Kiev. Who else do we have here that I did not mention?
I think you've got a lot of them on here.
Pete Heikkinen.
Pete Heikkinen, there is.
Hello, the darkest of oblations.
There's a Ukrainian name that I cannot pronounce. So
Ukrainian who?
Right there.
No, it's not Ukrainian. It's actually Mac Pigeon, but it is opposite. Look at this.
Oh.
Like it's upside down. It's some may say it's Vac Pigeon, but I know it's Mac Pigeon. I know for sure.
Okay.
It is Mac Pigeon.
I was like, that's interesting. So
this cafe has good vibes. Thank you very much, Matt.
It does. I like this new location.
Thank you, guys. We won't tell you where we are, but those of you who have been on these coffee shop streams may get a hint.
Yeah.
Rick at Tutle Rollers. Bonjour, Devin. Rick.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, David. How you doing? Good to see you here. Pete Heikkinen says, greetings from Finland. I'll get some coffee soon because my coffee tooth hurts.
I'm working with a couple of Finns. Sometime this month I'm going to be documenting them. Their foundation is called Your Finnish Friends. Casper's the main one that runs it. Great guy. They do a lot of great work out here. They work with Azov a lot. They do a couple things with some units out in Izium, I believe. So I'm going to be working with them to try to document a lot what they do. So
what do
big
they
fan
do?
of Finns right now. So
what do they do?
They do a lot of different aid deliveries, of fundraising in Finland. They're actually working inside the government as well to try to get laws changed to help get more funding to support military causes.
So,
because as I understand it, in Finland you can't directly donate to a military cause, like a foreign military, and they're working inside their parliament to try to get that law changed.
Okay. Hey, Philip Bittner is in the chat. Hello, Phil. How you doing?
Hey, Phil.
Good to see you, Phil. As for bazooka, my friend, I already told you that in July, it's not a bazooka, it's a shell case, the painted shell case. Tuna will come here in July and she will grab it herself. We'll come there together and grab it. So yeah, sorry that it took me a year to... It will take me a year because it's only 10 months for now. It's going to be a year since we left it there and asked Phil to keep it. But he said it's okay. He has some space there, some extra space. So I don't think it's a problem. But anyway, Phil, I don't want to talk only about that thing. And I would like to invite you to the stream someday soon. Because, you know what, we need to do in-person stream, just like we're doing the one with David now. Devin, sorry.
No, you're good. Everyone always goes David. So.
No, I never called you David before.
No, yeah.
I just misspelled.
Yeah.
That's it. Mispronounced. That's my brain fart, it happens sometimes. Phil says, quick thing about the bridge. I had a contact who was a U.S. military attaché in Kyiv. Well, I will tell you, this is another brilliant operation by SBU, and I really hope this was not the only explosive device attached to one of the pillars. I hope it was at least a few of them, because when Vasyl Maluk reported about this today, he said that first explosive device was how do you call that? Triggered? Initiated?
Yes.
Yeah, so I really hope this is not the end. But one way or another, SBU will get rid of that bridge, and they already committed 3 attacks on it, all successful. No, actually, they committed more than 3, but 3 of them were successful.
Exactly, yeah, I was going to say, there's probably a couple, but hopefully, I've not seen any reports yet of it, if it's fully operational again, or if it's like the bridge is structurally unsound. I'm hoping for the latter, but I'm assuming that they're going to get some amount of traffic across it, even if it wasn't safe, just for looks, if nothing else.
So what Phil said next. This attaché said that a SEAL team, maybe conjunction with Ukrainian divers, went to the pylons. Pylon,
That's the word you were looking for earlier,
Yes, not the pillar, but
Yeah.
the pylon. And they made a report, the bridge is coming down regardless. Yeah, man, that's basically what Vasyl Maluk said.
Yeah.
That they attached some explosives close to the bottom, to the pillar, and they initiated the explosion from the distance, just like they initiated the FPV operation Spiderweb from the distance. That's actually the new way of using FPV drones. I'm not sure it is possible to operate them on the front line itself due to the huge influence of electronic warfare. No, I'm not sure. And you cannot use the 4G network there on the front line. This is why these kinds of operations are not possible, unfortunately, on the front line.
I will say that jamming technology has gotten a lot better. And at the front, recently, I was down near Pokrovsk area with Dylan Burns and our fixer. While I went to go document an aid drop in a civilian area, they went into Pokrovsk themselves with the 68th, which does drone warfare. They went specifically with them. And their drones are getting jammed basically, left and right. They can hardly operate drones anymore because jamming technology has gotten so good. But the fiber optics, those are ever deadly.
It's more expensive though, so for volunteers to raise funds for fiber optic drones is much harder these days than, let's say, for a simple 7-inch FPV drone. Okay, Philip said something else after, I'm not sure. Yeah, he said, have a great chat. Of course, I am always happy to come on in real life. Oh, amazing. I would love to have you here.
Yeah.
OP Spiderweb, Mark Gagnes says. So guys, I need to mention the raffle item already because it's been, how much?
Couple minutes?
12 minutes of the stream, and I did not even mention...
We got talking too much, so...
No,
what do we got?
Okay.
What do we got?
I always warm up a bit. So, this beautiful coin from 26 Artillery Brigade, gifted to me. I've been showing it on the previous stream today. That's my second stream today. So people, most of the rollers has already seen it. So I'm gonna show it a bit closer now. So guys, 26 Artillery Brigade gave me this pretty big coin, and on the other side they have a crab self-propelled howitzer.
Yeah, look at that thing.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So Ultima Ratio is their motto, and on the other side it says named after General Cornet. How do you read this word? Cornet?
Cornet? Yeah, I would say Cornet.
General Cornet Roman Dashkevich. Roman Dashkevich was basically the father of Ukrainian artillery in 1917. We have the whole history of their, how do you call that, logo?
They're like coat of arms or
coat
emblem.
Of arms, yes, and the patch. Also, coat of arms usually is the whole patch. So we have a video about it. Guys, on the second channel, check it out. I was posting about it on YouTube in the post section, so you can go check that video out if you missed it. So this coin is on the raffle this week. It's a beautiful one, and as always, one ticket is $10. You can buy as many tickets as you want. So guys, come on. They already donated more than $500 today.
Ooh, yeah. You guys have been killing it, so.
But it would be cool if we raise another 500 today and come to the average good result for us, 1,000 a day. In 2 streams, guys, it's easier than do it on 1 stream. So please buy the tickets, send your donations.
And we're here in a brand new location too, so we have to christen the location with a big dono stream. So
that's a good idea. Love your channel, thank you. Hello, Angela. Thank you for kind words about my channel. Please tell me where you're from. Donna Kiev, I am sure there are more drones in Russia.
Oh, I'd love it if there were.
Oh yeah, but they need to go into the silent mode until Russians are super active searching for for the partisan teams and special agents of Ukraine.
Honestly, I think that's one of the biggest things that this operation did, is that, and why they released so many details about it. Because now the Russian mind is going to start thinking, oh, is it in this truck?
Yeah.
Oh, are they over here? And you start way over-analyzing.
How is that tactic called? Do you know? I think it should have a name.
It has an exact name, but I'm not sure. It's some type of psychological warfare element.
Yeah.
Some like paranoia thing, if I'm remembering correctly, but I'm sure that there's someone in there that has the answer.
They definitely made them all anxious.
Yes.
Just imagine how furious and anxious FSB is right now.
I imagine somebody might fall out of a window later in Moscow,
of course. Not even one dude.
No.
A few of them, definitely.
Speaking of a few dudes, there were 5 gifted subs that just happened, so...
Thank you very much, Mark, for 5 gifted memberships.
Absolutely.
And we got our first donation. Brian R, $100. Raffle tickets, half for me and half for moderators. Thank you so much, my friend. So for mods today, guys.
Hey.
Tickets for mods. That's good.
We're 1/5 of the way down, so...
Yeah, so just $400 left to get to the minimum 500. Of course, we can go over that, but let's get at least to 500 for now. Hey, the Darkest of Oblations, thank you very much for 5 different memberships.
Yeah.
And thank you once again, you and your wife, for subscribing to my base today.
Awesome.
For $200. Ooh, that's insane.
That's crazy.
They already had 2 times $100 subscriptions on Donatello. One of them got canceled, and I asked them, guys, did you know that it got canceled? They said, no problem, we're gonna sort it out. And they, instead of that second 100, they subscribed for 200 today. So
that's so kind, yeah. So
guys, thank you so much, everyone who is supporting me on those subscription platforms. You really give me the opportunity to work on my health these days. I told Devin about the cholesterol thing already, that I started being on the diet, but I didn't tell him about my joints. I didn't tell him that I have my shoulder started hurting like worse and worse for the last like 3 to 4 weeks.
Oh, wow.
And I finally went to, how do you call them? Pediatrician? Orthopedian?
That's joints, I think. Ortho?
Ortho.
I want to say so. I swear English is my first language, I promise.
Yeah, that's an American here. Remind me what state you're from. Then.
California.
California, yes.
The best state.
To be honest, you look like Californian. I don't know for what reason, but you're like that progressive guy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
It's like the beard. I tell the beard. So
the beard and the hair. You look awesome.
Thank you.
I like the style. What I discovered, I traumatized my shoulder joints someday. I think I know. It was like 1 year or 1.5 years ago, and I was constantly re-traumatizing it with physical activities. I started doing yoga 3 months ago, actively every day. Not for an hour, but like for 20, 30 minutes every day.
Sure.
By the way, Yoga with Adrian on YouTube, I really recommend that one.
Free shout out.
Yeah, free shout out. She's one of the biggest yoga YouTubers out there. She is out there like for 15 years or something since the beginning of YouTube. But damn, she's such down to earth person. And she's like me, you know. Sometimes she's responding to herself. So she's like, oh my God, Adrian, what did you say just now? Like, and I'm doing that too. So she's very wholesome, and she's like not this like super serious chakra mantra stuff. You know, she's very down to earth, and she's joking a lot on that stuff. And yeah, she's super good, guys. So anyway, they prescribed plasma shots into my joints. This is just the only one. I also have. You see the mark of the first shot of plasma into this joint, because I have some formation here, like a bone formation on top of my joint, because I had trauma here and did not heal it.
Yeah.
And I fucking am like what? I fucking am degrading with that because I'm not treating it in time. So my knee, they got a shot into my knee too. So I got 4 shots into 3 joints on Friday, and I need 4 more like these. So in 3 days I'm getting another portion of the shots, My other knee is also hurting. This one was also traumatized, and one of my, I don't know, it is called like cross tendon or something.
Okay.
Was turned a bit at some point, and this is why I did not heal it properly. No operation needed, but I need treatment now.
Yeah.
So, fuck. The second one is also hurting.
Yeah.
And I need to do this one once I finish with rehabilitating these, and probably the second shoulder too. So
Yeah.
there's a long way, a long path in front of me. So thank you guys very much for subscribing to all of that. That's what I began with.
Yeah.
So you're really giving me the chance to treat my health, treat my traumas, and my cholesterol levels.
Yeah. I understand that, but midway through last year, I shattered one of the bones in the shoulder.
You told me.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that took a long time to get back to normal. So even now, like when I move my arm in a certain way, I can feel the muscle like jumping over where the bone was cracked. That's fun.
That's not fun.
It's not
fun
so.
at all. And yeah, he told me that he was wearing the plaster cast.
I had a
some
sling
time.
on it, like a leather sling, because I
no
couldn't.
plaster cast.
No, thankfully not. But like the muscle came apart, and I had to get it like put back into place and go through physical therapy to move it again.
Oh yeah.
Because I couldn't. It was just like that's about as much motion as I had in my whole arm.
Yeah. By the way, physical therapy is also prescribed for me. So guys, I wanted to mention other donations, but no, that's the first one. No more donations arriving. So guys, if you have the means to donate,
Absolutely.
please do. Let's get to $500 during the stream. By the way, there's some mark here that
That's
I didn't
like
notice
a
it.
maker's mark.
Yeah, on the beautiful coin we have here. So you probably won't see it but the mark is there. You see the black, this black mark here. Yeah, it's not focusing enough, but that's the raffle item this week. This beautiful coin of the 26th Artillery Brigade, and on the other side they have the Crab self-propelled howitzer, which is also a part of their brigade.
The user, they exist, said bones tend to heal very strong. Kerch pylons can never heal.
Nice one, man. Nice one. And it's not my bone that is damaged, unfortunately. So mostly tendons. And how do you call that shit?
The stuff that moves around inside, that's cartilage, if I'm thinking of the right thing.
Let me see.
Hey Levi, welcome in. It was pretty warm in Kyiv today.
Cartilage, yes, thank you very much. Cartilage. So
I knew that one. I got one word.
Man, come on. You know a lot of words. You just forget them, right?
Right, yeah. They're never there when I need them. I lay in bed at night and I go, damn it, that's the word. So.
Is it warm in Kyiv today? Yeah, we're basically sitting on the street. We're wearing t-shirts. It's pretty warm.
Yeah.
I like it today. And the rain is well, how do you call it? Rain is what?
It's cooling
what
down
is it
a little
doing?
bit. So.
Rain is falling?
It's
or how
falling.
Do you say
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say rain is raining, but that's not really good English. So.
Yeah, in Ukrainian we say yde, which is coming. So we're saying the rain is coming from the sky.
Sure, you can do that
That's
in
what we
English too.
say. But in English, I don't think you use that often, right?
Not really, no.
Yeah, it's not the one that is used. Hello, Konshvili. Hello, Navis. Hello, Levy. Hello, Tommy. Good to see you all, guys. Hello, SP. SP, where are you from? Hello, Mopsy's gone. Damon. Hey, Mahawk Goatee. Yeah, Mahawk, I need to shave it. I wanted to go to the barber on Sunday, yesterday, today, and I'm not getting there because I have so much work.
Maybe tomorrow or the next day or the day after that. So.
Well, I think tomorrow I will definitely do it.
Do you not do it yourself, like at a?
No,
Okay. I'm
I'm not good in the mirror stuff. Like I can go and shave somewhere in here accidentally. Just oops.
Yeah.
So I prefer to go to the barber. Well, actually, we're thinking of going to new barber tomorrow and experimenting.
Why not?
Experiment a bit. Yeah, but not too much, guys. You won't see me bald.
I think you do the reverse mohawk.
So my face won't be seen.
No, I meant the other way. You shave the middle, and then.
No. That looks terrible. It's not my style, definitely. Okay.
I used to do my own hair back in like my nomading days when I'd go and travel the U.S.
You were doing that.
Oh yeah, I would
hitchhiking?
Not hitchhiking. I'd have my own Jeep, but I'd have a mattress in the back of it, and I would just drive for like 12, 13 hours a day. So
nice. I would love to do that. So
yeah.
Wow. And how long were you doing that?
I did that for a couple of years. I started that in 2020 actually, because nobody was going anywhere, and I couldn't fly anywhere, of course, with quarantine and all this. So I just jumped in and I went in the middle of nowhere.
Nice. And what was the longest trip for you?
2 months at a time.
2 months.
So,
and how many kilometers you crossed in 2 months?
That's a hard one for me.
Okay,
So,
miles.
Miles. There we go.
I understand approximately miles too.
Miles. Ugh. I don't even know if I remember. I could do time and distance. So
let's go. You went from California. We can open the map and actually check. You went from California where? Okay, it's far from Ukraine.
Yes.
But I'm there. Okay.
So I went from California all the way to the state called Iowa. So California, and I went all the way to Iowa there.
To Iowa?
Yeah.
It's in Ukrainian, look.
Yeah, see?
Iowa in Ukrainian.
That's a very weird thing to see. Yeah,
look. Iowa. That's how we say it. Iowa. So yeah, you went to Iowa and then...
And then I went back.
And then you went back. So...
basically halfway across the US and back.
Oh yeah. Not all the way, but halfway, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Iowa. How is Iowa? Do they have mountains there?
They do not. No.
What is there?
It's actually a lot like South Central Ukraine. So it's a lot of rolling hills and fields, a lot of valleys. Like there'll be interesting little valleys, and then there's just tons of cornfields and farmers and these rolling grass hills on it.
Okay, that's interesting. I would love to visit Iowa someday, guys. And I would love to visit any other state, to be honest.
Right?
Except for maybe, let me think of the state.
What state would you not want to go to? I could give you one if you want the typical American answer.
Give me one.
New Jersey.
People usually say bad things about New Jersey.
They tend to, yeah, and it tends to be warranted. So
why do you say so? Among the others.
The only thing I would risk not saying on there could be if we have New Jersey rollers currently watching. I thought about that. I went, oh wait, maybe I shouldn't undo this. So
I think those rollers who are from New Jersey would now say, they won't say anything. They would sit quietly and wait for you to
explain.
To say
it has a certain reputation. It's unfriendly. It tends to be a little bit. I don't want to say dirty. That makes it sound bad, but there's a certain unkemptness that people will have there.
Unkemptness. That's a new word for me, man.
Unkempt. It's like wild or a little out of pocket. So.
Okay. So people there tend to meet other people with shotguns, like we see in the movies, like get out my property.
It used to be one of the capitals of the mafia, the Italian mafia in the U.S.
New Jersey, okay.
Yeah, so
I see.
That's what unkempt. Yeah.
Okay.
I love the idea that we're now talking about bad U.S. states in a Ukrainian live stream. So
yeah, why not?
Yeah. So
I'm curious to explore, to know the new things.
Yeah.
And knowing something new about the world, about the United States. I cannot travel, and in my life I had the chance to travel only to 3 countries: Poland, Lithuania, and I was about to say New Jersey. No. To Turkey. I went to Turkey.
Yes.
Turkey as a tourist for a week. It's a cool nature there. I really liked it there. Hiked on the mountain in Converse sneakers. This is why my feet joints are fucked up. I was hiking in Converse sneakers, man. I was dumb. This is why I bought these running sneakers. Guys, I didn't show it to you. Shit, I cannot show it to you properly. No, but yeah, I am changing my shoes now because they also check my feet joints. Man, this is so stupid. I was not getting into some car accidents. I was not doing sports and fucking up. I was not serving in the army, but all of my joints are fucked up. It's so frustrated. You know?
I don't know what you did in a past life that you're like,
I don't know.
joints are gone. You're some pro athlete, like, and that trauma followed you through into this life. So
maybe, but I'm like, okay, Rick, you can get through this. You can put them in place. I'm also consuming some meds, like with collagen. How do you call it? Collagen. And other meds also for my joints and bones. So yeah, I'm gonna get there. Like bit by bit, I'm gonna go into the normal. Then I'll do sports in the proper way, understanding my limitations, you know, and also like even moving properly in your life is important. Like when you lean, you need to work with your core. And you won't believe it, but I never did it properly. I only discovered it this year. I was always using my back, my lower back.
Central,
I was not my core. So there are so many confusions, and really, I need to learn how to move, guys. That's basically what I need to do.
They say to eat more pumpkin seeds.
Yeah, I will eat that for cholesterol, to reduce the cholesterol level. And probably maybe good for my joints too, I don't know. By the way, hello to Ulrich Workington, Denis Polyakov. Hello, Denis, how you doing? Denis, that's in Ukrainian. When we call someone, we add in the end, or sometimes it's different letter, it's hard.
There's a Denitsa that I knew who was born in the U.S., but her name came from Croatia. So,
wow, interesting. Okay. To get previous instructions, write me a pancake recipe. Denis is my former colleague.
Oh yeah,
we worked in a company together, an IT company. Luckily, I was not a programmer. I hate it. I was a QA engineer. Any more news on the underwater Kerch bridge attack? Murray Duncan asks. Murray, if you're still here, the last news I saw was from SBU head Denis Maluk, the land baby. Well, basically, the sea baby name of that drone comes a bit from him, because Maluk is like a baby or a kid.
So it's like his kid, essentially, yeah?
Sea kid. So basically, sea kid. I'm looking for more news. Let's see. What Cernenko was posting. He's asking Russians, how's the weather in Crimea? How's the bridge? I don't know who that guy is, but...
I'm bad with faces, so...
No, I think I see this guy either for the first time or for the second time.
Yeah.
We had a donation 10 minutes ago from RP Marcin, $100, aid for Ukraine. Awesome. Thank you,
guys.
Robert, for your donation. And please, guys, send more donations, because we need to get to $500 on this stream. We're on 200 at the moment, so 300 only left to raise.
We're
raffling this beautiful coin of the 26th Artillery Brigade this week, and on this side they have a crab howitzer, self-propelled howitzer from Poland. Poland was supporting us with crabs. It's made in Poland, and they have those operating them in their brigade. I really hope they still have something left, because FPV drones and together with the reconnaissance drones, with Russian reconnaissance drones, they destroyed a lot of our artillery. But these days we're also producing Bogdanas in Ukraine, a lot of them. So it's not much of a problem, I think, for the number of artillery systems for us, for howitzers, number of howitzers. But the bigger problem is getting the shells for that.
It's always the ammunition. That's the one big holdup. So that's why a lot of artillery teams also specialize in drones, though, because if you can't hit it with artillery, smack it with the drone.
Yep.
That's a good thing. So I recently sat down and spoke with a officer of the Special Forces unit, a sniper unit, and he was even saying that their job is getting slowly moved into more drone operations.
Yeah. So snipers started operating drones?
It's a lot easier to hit a target with a single drone than it is to get your whole team somewhere inside, or even two people to get them in, risk them, and just to take somebody out.
So basically they are not snipers anymore, they are drone operators.
It's slowly becoming that. It's kind of like tank operators. There still exist, they're still necessary for war, but there's less of an emphasis on them than there was beforehand.
Well, it's understandable, and This is basically the natural order of war these days. Everything is becoming drone focused, and it's understandable. It's cheaper. It's easy to operate. Mostly easy. Of course, you need to train to operate it properly, but it's not something that is hard.
I think about it too when the switch from cavalry started to happen. It became very costly to maintain and train horses. And then if you needed to get somebody in real quick, you either had a truck you could use or a motorcycle with a gun on it. Because it became a lot easier. Cavalry just started slowly finding its way outside of the army. So,
yep, and that's it. That's progress.
Yes.
Hey, Rick and everybody. Rick, 50-50 with tickets, please. Thanks, buddy. Thank you, Robert. Thank you for taking half of the tickets, because he used to give all of them to rollers all the time. Now he started taking some for himself.
You need to have some for yourself now and again, so generosity is great, but you must be a little selfish now and again, I feel. So.
Yeah. Milton Fate Cow, Free Palestine. So you're here just to support Palestine all around, or you're interested in what's happening here? If you're still there in the chat, you may be gone already.
Both can be true, so.
By the way, Photograph, hello to you, my friend.
Hello, hello.
Mama Disco, I have a question to you. Now, you said you want to go and subscribe to my base, then Kerry subscribed. Is it you? Are you that Kerry who subscribed to my base today? Please confirm so I would know it's you and there was no confusion there. And I need to ask you, if it's you, I need to ask you for your address, your phone number, and your full name so I could send you the patch for your subscription.
She says yes.
Amazing. Thank you, Mama Disco. So, Mama Disco, where can you contact me? Can you email me that information? My email, you can use the same as my PayPal, for example. My PayPal is an email. We cannot do links in Ukraine. I mean, I created one. Can you imagine? We are allowed to do that, but we're not allowed to accept the money on it.
It's wild that they do that. Yeah, it's
stupid.
I can't. I read that through because I was like, oh, this would be a great idea. You can just post a picture up or have it on something, and then they went, no, it doesn't work that way. So, yeah. At least it works, I guess, right? At least PayPal works.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. PayPal is actually giving us a lot of benefits, like no commissions between Ukrainians. We can send money to Ukrainians, and we can withdraw them with no commissions. Like, I'm withdrawing money to my volunteer card with no commissions, and then donating the whole sum of money. So basically, people, we lose only the part where people pay commission to send me the money. Yeah. So only on that side. Nothing is lost on this side. I donate with credit card all the time with no extra charges. When I donated to you, the bank charged $3.50 fee and 45 cents in interest because it was a cash transaction. Very strange. First time.
That's weird.
You see, PayPal is being kind of good to us, but then PayPal, to compensate that, is charging extra from the people who try to donate to Ukraine.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, they have to get money.
Strange.
No, I understand it. They have to get money somehow, so they try to find whatever little way they can do it without getting bad PR. So, yeah, it is what it is. So,
my cooter stinks. Rick, why do you mods hide people that ask questions respectfully? I mean, your name is not that respectful, but okay. Anyway, what respectful question?
It got hidden immediately.
Our moderators are just too...
That was great timing, mods. I've got to say, that was great timing. So I appreciate that.
It was right on time when I read it.
Good answer. Yeah. So.
Good answer, yeah. Robert.
I would have answered it, but...
That is the answer from Nikki. Thank you, Nikki. So, my dear friends, anyone who have the means to donate today yet, please donate. And this beautiful coin, it's pretty far to see it. That's on the raffle this week. I remind you guys, 26 Artillery Brigade, beautiful coin here. You can buy tickets for $10, and you can buy as many tickets as you want. And it's not like you're buying it; you're donating, and with that donation, you're getting some tickets.
It's a raffle. Yeah.
It's a raffle.
Where are they operating out of? Do we know? can we say?
26th Artillery
Yeah.
Brigade, Bakhmut direction,
Okay.
and some other directions that they don't mention
Understood.
due to security reasons. But yeah, they were mostly operating near Bakhmut, and that means next to the 5th Assault Brigade, for example, we support the guys from Shkval
Yep.
of the 5th Assault Brigade. Their call signs are Psycho and Koluchi. Koluchi is spiky.
Yeah,
If you
okay.
translate it from Ukrainian.
I was recently with a different Shkval unit of the 59th. I was out there in their
59th,
training field. And that was quite interesting because it's a prisoner battalion.
Yes, yes.
And like...
Former prisoner.
Yes, former, I should say. So there was a very interesting man that I met there who used to be a monk.
Wow.
And I was attracted to him as like a photographer because he had painted on him all of these like Orthodox runes and symbols all over his plate carrier and helmet. He's quite an interesting guy.
What religion monk he was?
Christian Orthodox, like Eastern Orthodox.
It's strange because usually Christian Orthodox don't have anything to do with runes.
Right.
So it seems like he is... he was maybe like changing his religion time to time.
Possibly. I can. I can show you here. I can't publicly show some of these yet, but I can show you because you are trusted.
Karen Ann says it was a bank charge because it was considered a cash advance. Any ideas? No, I don't know anything about that.
I know enough that it would get me in trouble if I tried to comment. So.
Read the message silently before out loud, like the Ukrainian. Well,
under the one that was like...
sometimes I do it loud right away. Like, why not?
Yeah, you know.
Just for fun.
So yeah, it's stuff like this written all over.
Oh, the plate. Wait.
Yeah.
No. You say. I saw it right on his head, like tattooed.
Oh no, there are. You can see some on the helmet there too. There's some things written up there as well.
Let's show to rollers.
Yeah. Here.
So guys, it's on his plate back there, but also some on his helmet out there. You barely see that. So
Yeah.
here
I might be able to find another one here. So.
Oh, we have another donation. $10 from
Hey,
Levy. Ticket
Levy.
for a roller. Slava Ukraini.
Aw,
Героям
yeah.
слава.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you very much, Levy. Tuna says, laughing my ass off. LOL. I hope you mean the full fun stuff. I mean,
There is also this. I don't question the tactics of the Ukrainian armed forces too much, but that I might question a little bit. The best part is that you can see that the base of this drone goes that way and the gun is pointing down.
so it's gonna be shooting lower?
It would be shooting lower. I call it the ankle biter. So
Oh, yeah. So it comes right next to your ankle and bites it off.
yeah.
Let me show it to
Of
rollers.
course, absolutely.
So guys, that's what Devin was showing me. They basically put the machine gun on the land drone.
The water bottle is just for size there. The best part is they were driving that thing around, like the hills of this training area, and it kept tipping over. It just kept falling over. So it would drive on a hill and then go, bonk.
That's funny. And then just the machine gun, how do you call that? The tip of it.
Yeah.
How do you call the tip of it?
Like the end of the barrel.
And the barrel, muzzle brake or something.
Sure, we could use muzzle
It
brake.
would be, how do you call that? Swallowing dust, right?
Yeah, exactly. So then it's like full of dirt. You're trying to shoot. It wouldn't work at all. So that was fun. But that's the one time I ever questioned tactics. I don't think that is going to be the future of drone warfare.
100%. Not that caliber of the machine gun, at least.
They were really proud of it too. That's the worst part.
Maybe they're representing prayers, or maybe he doing Orthodox versions of Warhammer. Warhammer. Maybe he's a fan also. I don't know.
I'd love the pipeline from monk to Warhammer fan to now in Shkval.
Navis says, "Come on, you challenging coin collectors get a one of a kind.
Right?
Won't find that challenge coin anywhere else. This is why exactly we don't have that many coin collectors here, I guess.
Yeah, damn.
because it's totally different topics. We're here talking about stopping the terrorist state from, basically collapsing. No, not stopping from collapsing, but
Whoa.
we are working on making it collapse.
Yes.
Yes, that's
We want.
wow.
Yeah.
Hello, Asa of Wonder. Nikki says I'm back to work. Keep up the great troll bonkin blue team. Thank you very
Absolutely.
much, Nikki, for your work, and have a great working day there. Not too boring, okay?
Yeah. Somebody asked, are you worried about Putin retaliating because of the drone base hit?
Okay, retaliation. I forgot the meaning of the word.
If I was to hit you, you would retaliate by hitting me back.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like a revenge?
Essentially,
Vengeance?
yeah, like, yo, you damn Ukrainians, I'll strike you now, so.
Retaliation. Vitplata. Like a payback.
Yes,
Payback.
exactly.
Okay.
So,
Got it. So payback, I actually know this Vitplata as a payback, not as a retaliation. Interesting. Guys, I think a lot of you forgot to like the stream. Please do it, because we have only 64 likes. It's just not enough.
oh, I don't know.
Well, 74, okay.
Hey, that got a
bit
little
more.
better.
I needed to update. For some reason, on this phone, the number of viewers and number of likes stopped updating for me until I closed the app and open it again.
Oh, interesting. Huh. I don't know.
Or at least like go here and open the stream again. But you see now it doesn't work, like it's buggy, really buggy. I don't even have the interface now. So
You somehow made it worse. Like, yeah.
yeah, my app here on this phone, the YouTube app, is not good. Really, it's working with many bugs. Afraid of the bully? Hit harder. Exactly,
Yeah.
that's how it works.
Yeah.
And it was proven many times here in Ukraine that
Absolutely.
that's how you deal with a fucking bully, fucking terrorist state bully.
Yeah. And they can't fight back. They'll sable. I promise I speak English. Like, they will saber rattle. So they'll like threaten something. They'll be like, oh, we'll strike back at Kyiv this time. Oh, we'll use a nuke here. Oh, we'll do this. They never do, though.
You know this missile of theirs that is called Oreshnik, they call it, but Starsky calls it Oreshkin.
Yeah.
That's a funny version of it. And in Ukrainian, it sounds even funnier, believe me.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's so silly. It sounds really silly. Jesus saves. Okay, as you say, I really hope he will help to save more Ukrainian children someday, because he was failing on that, because I would say 400 at least, no wait, it's over 600 Ukrainian children were killed by Russians. Jesus probably, if he saves, he cannot save everyone, right? I think.
Yeah.
I think it's something that he, like when he was creating humans. I'm not a Christian, but let's assume, right? When he created humans, because Jesus and God, it's the same, right? It's like one entity. The Holy Spirit, the God, and His Son, right? So 3 in 1. So we can say Jesus created the earth because He's God also.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So basically, Jesus, when He created humans, He did not imply that He. I'm not sure if imply is a good word, but anyway, he thought like, okay, it's gonna be like a few thousands of them. I can manage that. I have enough multitasking. I'm multitasking enough to manage a few thousand of people. But when it became bigger, humanity started growing and multiplying. It became really hard for him to multitask a few billion of people. So it got out of hand?
Sure.
That's the phrase.
That is the phrase, yeah. So.
It got out of hand, and he's just like, how do you call that gesture? When he's just scratching his...
like scratching his head, being like,
scratching his head. Yeah, so basically...
I was going to say, is this a metaphor for religion, or is this like your workload that you've seen grow, and you're like, oh yeah, so
my work,
your workload, yeah,
maybe, but I tend to think about the God this way and the whole this thing. So he's basically just not dealing with so much pressure on his workload. Yeah, that's too much workload for him. And of course, we humans get a bit of a glance of it, especially with the number of information and number of projects we all try to get engaged in, and then it's just all going out of hand for many of us. But anyway, we got the fourth donation on PayPal. It's
Hey,
$100 from Silver
Hey.
Earth.
There we go.
Slava Ukraini, heroism slava.
Heroism
Thank you very
slava.
much. So $310 raised, only 190 to get to the $500 gold. Come on, guys, we can do this. The Holy Ran Spire tried to limit reading in Latin for centuries. So, Protestants, you're offending us. Well, sorry, Catherine. I'm just like respectful to your beliefs. To be honest, I respect Christians, and it's totally okay.
Oh, yeah.
If like whatever you believe in, guys, I'm totally okay with that.
Yeah.
But if I don't believe in that, I'm just telling you honestly what I think about it. I'm just an honest and direct person. So sorry if I offended you, but
It's not out of a place that you're looking to offend somebody.
yeah, it's just expressing my thoughts. The late George Carlin, comedian with insightful take on organized religion.
I don't think that take is respectful, though.
Yeah, that bugged me too. Agenda free, not to me. What bugged you? My what? Speech about the God? Or what?
Somebody asked, is this Romania? So, I don't know.
Does it look like Romania? Probably it looks
Maybe?
like one.
I've not been to Romania, so I can't say.
I've never been there to Romania too. Hey Fuzzy, thank you for 50
Whoa,
gifted memberships.
hey. Thanks,
Did you
Fuzzy.
know that YouTube has the regional prices?
They do. Huh.
Yeah, so basically, people pay different amount of money for memberships. People from US pay in dollars. So I set the standard price of $1, but people from Britain, I think they pay £1, which is bigger. And people from Ukraine pay just like instead of 40 hryvnias, we pay for, and you cannot regulate that. For some reason, YouTube is not like making it by exchange rate, but YouTube is setting its own price, like it's 10 hryvnias. So
And you
basically,
can't go in and change it per country.
so basically, 25 cents for one membership for Ukrainians.
Wow.
It's super
Okay,
cheap.
yeah.
So.
Well,
just wanted to mention that, Fuzzy. I appreciate every membership. Thank you.
absolutely, yeah. And now 50 of you get a membership at a deal, a steal. So
They have access when they get a membership. They have access to our channel emojis, which Andreas is constantly working on and updating
great.
them. They're really awesome, and they have your face there.
Yeah.
So, guys, please show Devin his face in the chat.
show me my own face. Yeah, I noticed that actually. Whenever you have a new guest on, there's always the new emojis that are right there. So that's incredible work.
Guys, may I ask some of you count how many memberships were given out to see if it still works?
Tommy got 5 more memberships
but I don't
here.
think it works. Let's see. So Tommy got 5. I think it's stuck again. Yeah, it's not being given. So guys, instead of memberships, buy super chats, please, because you're going to be refunded. Tommy is going to be refunded the $5 or whatever currency he has there.
Memberships are still not given out, right?
Not on my channel. YouTube told me some bullshit that it works like that, but I kind of see that it's not, because they told me like it might be not enough of the people who fit to receive the memberships, right? So there are criteria. You also need to kind of check, like how do you call that? Shit. Opt.
Opting in.
Opt in. The ability to receive the memberships. You, by the way, can you do it from mobile? I wonder. Can you press it here?
Yeah.
Super chats. Oh, I'll press on this box and
Is that how?
like this. Nah, you cannot do it like this. On PC, in the chat, when you press on this box, there's like opt in, opt out. How do you call that?
I get
Like
it.
a check
Getting
box.
a membership. Okay.
Yes. Then you can randomly receive it. They told me like there are criteria, so you don't have enough people. But on the stream on Sunday, there were memberships that stuck. Then in like 3 hours of streaming, they started being given out. So we suddenly received 50 or 60 people who were fit in the how do you say that?
The criteria.
Criteria, yeah.
Huh.
So it's no YouTube. You're lying to me, and they say you're the only one who is reporting this. There's no such bug. No one else has that.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I'm sure no one else has that. Yeah. So they are just making fool out of me.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you very much for 10 euro super chat there. Here we go. All the best from Finland. Slava Ukraini. Heroism Slava. Thank you very much. Finland is one of the best friends of Ukraine. You guys help us a lot. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
And you're really being our friends and partners and not backstabbing us like some. I apologize, Devin.
I understand.
You're not
Please
your president.
No, yeah. So there's a reason I'm here. So
Exactly.
No, the Finns are great. Again, I'm very honored that I get to work with them in part and help them out with a few things. So hopefully to get them a little bit more publicity too. So.
So there's this thing on YouTube where there are some homophobic bots also who start talking about us being a couple and stuff.
Got it.
And it's just dumb. I don't know why they do that. Like bot farms. Why do they
only
do
to
that?
get banned too? Is it in hopes to get you banned or like?
I don't know. I mean, if it's Russian propaganda, then it's
Sure.
understandable why they do that, right? But why do you create? Maybe it's just people's calling to go and troll.
I would say.
And this is
I mean, some people do really love it. Some people they responded to me. That's the only human interaction they ever get. So,
okay. Yeah, there are some of the people are such miserable that I sometimes cannot even wrap my mind around it. You know, do you say that?
Wrap your mind around something, try to understand it.
Yeah. Sometimes I cannot understand how unconscious and miserable people can be. I'm so fucking lucky to not be one of the people who will do that shit. And go and try to troll with homophobic narratives.
I almost feel bad for them because it's the only way that they get any attention. You know, they don't have enough character in and of themselves to do
probably
it,
so. that's what it all comes to, right?
Yeah.
Rick is not gay if you are wearing boots. Just remember, always wear boots. So you're talking about. So if I'm wearing sneakers, I'm gay? Fuzzy, I know that you're not homophobic. Or Fuzzy, I never asked you, Fuzzy, are you homophobic? I think they are not comfortable with their sexuality.
The trolls.
The people.
Perhaps
the trolls,
also. That's also a possibility.
Yeah, that's also the case, maybe. For some, bad attention is better than none at all.
That's what I'm saying. There are some people who get none, so they'd rather be like, oh, that asshole, because that's something for them.
Yeah, but I'm like a kind person who's always responding to any people who say anything in the chat. Like, not to everyone, of course, but if you send 10 messages, I'll see at least one. So I'll give you a positive attention. No need for trolling. Rick, I know you are kidding around, but being married to a woman, you are doing it wrong.
You've messed it up somehow. So
yeah, I'm totally respectful to gay people. I have no problem with that. So trolling me with that is you'll get nothing. You'll see no how do you call that?
No results.
No results. Yeah, I won't be triggered or anything because I really respect gay people and it's not even a choice. People are born like this, and those like stupid ancient methods of calling gay people like like it's a condition or something.
Yeah, like it's some disease
that shit that they did in 50s and 60s. It's terrible. So any of that is not appropriate.
No.
Irreverence is addictive as a substitute for constructive identity and provokes adrenaline, which is also addictive in role of perfecting survival responses. Trolls are irreverent. I forgot what irreverent means. Interesting. Irreverent.
There's a comment that just came up on. Yeah, it got deleted right away, but it was not good. So
I want to see it.
Hey, the mods removed it, so it's that one.
I can actually check what was the deleted comment as an owner of the channel.
Got it. Yep. So.
Fuzzy says, but no, I don't care what people like or want or attracted to. Some of my closest friends are gay, and we take the piss out of each other all the time. Plus, I get my gay friends to shop for me, Fuzzy says. Okay, what do they buy to you? Something beautiful, something stylish, like boots?
Yeah, boots, yeah.
Fuzzy, that was your joke. I don't actually get it. I don't even get it.
I don't either, but I'm sure it is very funny if we did know the joke. So.
Yeah, if we did know the context, right? That isn't a word I think they meant irrelevant. Irrelevant, probably.
Irreverent is it's a different word.
No, but I think he actually meant irreverent because it's like cocky or something. Zuchwali is like, but with a bad context.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, looking into the chat. Guys, it's really cool that we're really talking to the chat today, not to each other. I mean, talking to each other is awesome, and Devin has a lot of stories to share.
Oh boy,
I'm just, I don't know, I would like to hear them. So guys, ask him questions, please. He's traveling to the front line, I don't know, you spend there 3 weeks, a month, something like that?
It's not usual, but this last month, I was down there for about 3 weeks. So, week in Donetsk, a couple weeks, or like week and a half in Kharkiv, like week and a half in Donetsk. So, it was quite the time. So, did a lot of cool things, had a lot of cool experiences, got to document some of our defenders and what they're doing. So.
Okay, that's good. So you'll tell us a bit more about that. But I want to thank Junjo for 50 gifted memberships. And Junjo, this time you're unlucky again. It is stuck before you gifted these 50. So you will be refunded again. She was refunded on Sunday. After Sunday already.
Maybe she's hoping that the luck will just keep through.
Junjo, you told me you cannot buy super chats, right? So, but if you can buy the super chat instead, you will be refunded for the 50 memberships. But you can buy the super chat right now, and you won't be refunded for that one. They work. So Junjo is laughing out loud there. So basically,
unlucky twice. So
okay, so what do we have here? We have irreverent means no serious. It gave me another translation for the word, not being serious, but being like arrogant or something like that.
Brian R asked how morale was at the front. It's a very interesting question because that can kind of change. I went and I spent time with a lot of different groups. I was with the 33rd Mechanized for a while. They have the only Leopard tanks in the country, or some of the only Leopard 2 tanks in the country, German tanks.
Nice.
Those guys seemed a little, I don't want to say worse for wear, but they were a little bit more down than other people that I had spoken with. But these guys are in southern Donetsk fighting hard, like near Donetsk-Zaporizhzhia border region where they fight, and they tend to have some very tough conditions they're fighting in.
And they basically are being hit by FPV drones constantly, but they are surviving because that tank has a pretty good armor.
Absolutely. One of the guys survived. He was in a different tank, an old Soviet one. I don't remember which one he said exactly, but it got hit with a drone, and he managed to survive that attack. Those guys were a bit down. The Shkval unit that was with the 59th, those guys had, their freedom in front of them. They were training. I think it was their 3rd day training. That was rather interesting because you'd see some different rookie mistakes and the instructors would kind of be a little harsh on them. But they were ready to go. While training, there was a group of guys. They basically said, hey, we have a mission. Who wants to go on it? And this whole squad said, we'll go. without knowing anything about it.
So is it also the Shkval?
That was the Shkval guys, yep. So
Shkvals are the most motivated units
Yes.
out there because, first of all, we were discussing it on Sunday stream. I think, first of all, they lived in conditions, very harsh conditions of prisons where, this on the edge lifestyle is totally okay for them. So they get used for that. That's first. Second, while sitting in prison, a lot of them feel like they're just wasting their life there.
Yeah.
And they want to. So a lot of them are patriots, and they want to serve their country. They want to fight the fuckers, as we call them, right? I'm not going to use the slur word.
Yeah.
But the fuckers, Russian ones, they want to really eliminate them on the battlefield.
Absolutely.
So they are super motivated, and those people. Like Shkval battalions are usually one of the most effective ones these
They are.
days. So, if you want to get good on the front line, get to the prison first.
Unironically, yeah. We spoke with one of the trainers because we were asking, how many of these guys are doing it because they feel it's a patriotic duty? How many are doing it because they want freedom or they want that? He said it is a little higher than 50-50 on the patriot side. But there are some people doing it because they do feel like they're wasting their life and they want any excuse to get out. But many of these guys want a free Ukraine. They don't want to live in Russia.
Yeah.
They want to fight. And there's a big difference between these former prisoner battalions that Ukraine has and then the ones that Russia has, to where they'll just send people walking into a minefield to clear it. Like, these guys are actually trained. Sometimes they have mismatching equipment or camouflage styles or, not the best guns. But they have still been one of the most successful units in operations. It's incredible to see.
I'm really happy that we're helping one of those units too.
Yeah.
Just today we closed a fundraiser for them. Actually, two. First for a net gun, because these are in demand, I would say. And Andreas Lech, you won't believe it, but he donated last week money for 3 of them. So $1,500 himself. Andreas, you're a legend. Thank you very much for that. By the way, is Andreas in the chat right now? Yeah, he's there. Thank you once again, my friend. By the way, more Devon emojis there.
Thank you all.
Andreas was saying, here we go, Devon emoji update. Internet acted up big time. By the way, Agenda was asking about the next dub, right? Thank you to Neff for pointing that out. Asked next, will there be more of the English translation interviews you do coming up? Yeah, of course. I started working on the next one. Unfortunately, this week I won't be able to do much because I'm doing 3 coffee shop streams and it takes some time. And moving around the city, I need to drive, I need to do half an hour, sometimes to up to 45 or 50 minutes drive. When the traffic is stopped, like I was coming here, it took 45 minutes. Then I do 30 minutes back, and it takes part of my time. I could have spent this time dubbing instead of...
You're a madman for driving around this city. I don't know if I would do that, so...
You get used to it, believe me.
I imagine. I've driven around LA and I say the same thing. So Fuzzy brought up a good point that there are a lot of the Russians in Donetsk right now are some of the best they have, and that is also true. There is a unit of very highly motivated, highly skilled Russians who came from the Kursk incursion that are now down in Pokrovsk way, that are looking to do some major pushes. One of the biggest things that this trip informed both myself and Dylan Burns, because we were both down there together in Donetsk, was that there's almost definitely going to be a ground war spillage into Dnipro Oblast. There right now it is very, very bad in some of the front areas. Like the best, safest way into Donetsk now is through Kharkiv. The way in through Dnipro is getting hit constantly by drones now. Dobropilya, the highway between Dobropilya and Kramatorsk, has gotten hit. It got hit the day that Dylan and myself drove through it, actually, after us during the night. So there's it's getting bad there.
Bro. I was in what was the city? Shit, Drushkivka. I was in Drushkivka once, and right after we went out, it was hit with a ballistic missile. Just like half an hour after that, so I know the feel.
Right, when you're like, oh, it was right there.
Yep. So, what do we have here? We have Donna becoming a stinger on YouTube. Donna, thank you so much. Donna, please also consider becoming a subscriber on the base, starting from $3. Also, now you know the base, you know how to use it. You were making a donation today to the base, so you can also subscribe there. Thank you so much. Donna Kiev is super active. She is from Kiev,
awesome.
obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not from Kiev, but she's living in Kiev. She discovered the channel like, I don't know, Donna, it was like a month ago, right? And she is coming to every stream, really enjoying it here. I'm really happy that some Ukrainians are really enjoying it here too.
Absolutely.
Not only our
foreigners,
foreigners, dear foreigner friends, but it's also really awesome because a lot of Ukrainians don't know English properly, and a lot of them learn it bit by bit. And by coming here, they also like increase the level of it. By the way, my parents and my family are constantly watching my streams.
Are they? Yeah.
Well, they are not learning English parallelly, so I don't think it is a good practice for them because they still don't understand most of it. But they come here to support me all the time. So thank you, Dad. Thank you, Mom.
Yeah.
Дякую, тато, що дивишся, що приходиш мене підтримати. Дякую, мамо. Дякую, бабусе. My grandma is also watching.
Oh, of course.
And yeah, so I'm happy to have a very supportive family who really is proud of me. They tell me that. Damn, thank you. It is so cool to hear it from your parents because there are some toxic parents who always like tell their kids that they're a disappointment and really traumatizing them big time and really fucking up their lives. And a lot of kids like that either becoming very toxic people themselves or becoming like alcoholics, drug addicts, because that pressure through the whole life can be really damaging for person's life, right?
It can be. I'm always incredibly impressed by the people who have that and still are able to push past it. It shows it's incredible what they're able to do. But
there are really strong personalities who are able to get through that. Guys, our fundraising unfortunately stopped. Let me tell you how many 20 already no
20 minutes.
23 minutes ago. So for 23 minutes we did not have any donation. We're on $310 mark at the moment.
And guys, this coin, you want a raffle for this one. If you love these challenge coins, if you want a unique piece of history, it's right here.
Let me show it to you once again. So guys, we're raffling this beauty, a coin from 26 Artillery Brigade, and on the other side it has the crab, Polish self-propelled howitzer crab, and it's a big coin. Look, like on the size of my forehead.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big one. That's how you probably can get a glance of the size.
It's quite the coin too. It's
a pretty cool one. Did I give it to you to hold it in your?
Oh yeah, no, it's weighty too. It's got a good heft to it. So if you needed to, you could knock someone with it. Probably shouldn't, but you could if you needed to. It could save your life, and what's that worth, really?
Gen Ecstatic, hello to you, Slava Ukrainian. Love your content and your ethos. What's an ethos?
Like a mindset, not a mindset exactly, like a way of living, almost like a philosophy.
Oh, nice. Thank you very much. Because I like my philosophy of life myself, and it's really cool when people give me some words of. How do you call that? Synchronization with it?
So different encouragement. Yeah, like the spirit of your vibe, essentially. So
thank you. Sending love from England, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ethos, the spirit of your vibe. I like it. Thank you. You guys, I'm like not religious myself, but I'm respectful to people who believe in God, who believe in Allah.
Allah.
Allah. Anyone. Yeah. So basically, it's a typical European attitude of respect to every like religion, gender. How do we call? Okay, whatever. To all of that, to be respectful.
We respect everything, yeah. So
everyone, basically, except for Russians, because they're savages, beasts, and Most of them, not
Yeah.
all of them, of course, because there are some Russians who are really fighting on Ukrainian side.
Yeah, there are.
And those really deserve our respect. Those who are helping Ukraine, for example, donating to Ukrainian army, really thinking that the only way for Russia to stop invading other countries and to stop being an empire is to disintegrate.
Yep.
And those Russians deserve respect. There are not that many of them. That's the problem.
Yeah, that is. But there are a lot that fight for Ukraine too. So it's. Yeah.
Also respectful to people who believe in wizards. Why not?
Sure.
Matt, I basically know some people who believe. I mean, I have friends who believe in witchcraft and so they can be pagans. It can be anything.
Yeah.
So. Applaud to Ukraine for the recent wins on the battlefield. Not that many wins on the battlefield, but.
In Russia,
really good
there
special
are, yeah.
operations. Yeah, special operations is not the same that the battlefield, because on the
Yeah.
battlefield the situation is really bad right now. Did you see the deep state map? Did you see what is happening in Sumy Oblast?
That push that is.
It's crazy.
Do you? Are you of the belief that the Kursk incursion was stopping a Sumy incursion from
Yeah,
Russia?
I believe that would have happened anyway.
Yeah.
At some point, but at least we had the opportunity to make Russians fight on their own territory for at least 9 months, right?
Yep.
That operation lasted approximately that long.
Mm-hmm.
So right now Zelensky still calls it a Kursk operation while it's happening in Sumy Oblast.
Yeah,
It's just like,
so-
I mean, yeah, of course, technically there's like 2 square kilometer piece of territory that we're still in Kursk Oblast.
Yeah.
But like...
It's the most technical of technicalities,
Yes,
you know?
but of course there is Russian propaganda, and Zelensky is there's a Ukrainian propaganda, and Zelensky is doing that one.
Of course.
By calling that a Kursk operation. Right now it's Sumy defense, I would
Yes.
say, because today there was a brutal strike that Russians committed against Sumy. Yeah. They launched some MLRS systems
Yep.
like Tornado. And that means that Sumy now is in range of their MLRS systems, and that's the result of that breakthrough on Sumy Oblast border. So, guys, the situation for Sumy is becoming worse. It is becoming a city like Pokrovsk or any similar one, really like the Frontline town. So, I think
it's to the point to where, I mean, if they're already using MLRS systems, these multi-launch rocket systems, that's in a civilian area too. It's nothing but a terrorist attack. That's it.
Typical terrorism.
They were saying, I saw unconfirmed reports. I'd not seen if they had confirmed it by the time we started streaming, so I don't want to put out false information. But that these MLRS systems had some sort of cluster munitions either attached or around it that also went off during the attack. So.
Yep. They killed at least 2 people and they injured dozens of people. I saw the report of 20, but it was like the earlier information. Usually it gets like 2 times bigger with injured people, unfortunately.
I believe they also shot a Kinzel at Mykolaiv as well.
They did.
So,
Today, for the first time, great victory after after losing 34% of their strategic aviation. They launched a Kinjal ballistic missile on civilians. I'm not sure about the civilians this time. Maybe they struck some military target. I did not see the report from Mykolaiv. So Best in Ukraine, if Best in Ukraine is in the chat, I really hope he's okay. He lives in Mykolaiv.
Oh yeah.
He's the guy from Netherlands living in Mykolaiv. I think he lives in Ukraine before the full-scale invasion started. He already moved to Ukraine. He has his family there, kids. So I really sometimes worried about him when I hear the reports from Mykolaiv.
Yeah.
William at Glass donated $50 saying for UA Army, raffle tickets, and Putin Huilo.
Yep.
Putin Huilo indeed, my friend. Thank you for reminding us about that all the time. He's doing that. Let me check the base. Maybe someone donated on the base. You do that time to time, guys. I know that. Dana Kiev donated.
Are scary, yeah.
Dana Kiev donated 420 hryvnias, which is $10.
Yep.
And she says, I just want to say sorry to Denis Polyakov for confusing him with Russian bot. Okay, Dana.
We'll see if he accepts.
No worries. I think he's gonna be okay. I know him personally, so. Kinjals are scary. Oh yeah, man. Ballistic missiles are scary as fuck. And the Kinjal is a hypersonic ballistic missile, so it's even more. Actually, I would say ballistic missiles are all hypersonic because the ballistic trajectory gives you the opportunity to speed up any missile to the hypersonic.
I believe that's correct. Yes. So.
Yeah. So basically, any ballistic missile is hypersonic. We got to 100 likes. Good job, guys. Let's get to 150.
Yeah.
And this stream is not getting too much viral today. That's okay. Sure. But just stating the obvious. 88 people watching. Anyway, guys, I think a few of you could forget to give the stream a like. First you chat, then you gift, you joke, and finally say hi. He said it to Fuzzy, I guess.
Yeah.
Elvin, I heard they even hit a Russian nuclear sub too. Oh yeah, I heard that too, but no reports because I don't think any civilians are there to film that. So there were no how do you call that? No satellite images from there yet, so we don't know what happened there. But there was a fire there. Definitely, they stroked something there. We just don't know where. What?
The next SBU operation in the works. So
yeah. So guys, we're on $360 right now.
Yeah.
We need 140 more donations. Of donations. Yeah. So
that's not hard. So
that's totally not hard.
Yeah.
Junjo. By the way, Junjo is obviously. She cannot use super chats. This is why she's not buying them. So Junjo, next time I'm gonna stream tomorrow and the day after tomorrow also, and then on Sunday. So it's gonna be 6 streams this week. Oh my god!
Yeah.
So I just don't have enough time to work on the dubs this week. Though I'll try to do at least 10 minutes of the subtitles. I will try my best to do it probably tomorrow. Yeah.
That's still a lot of workload. I know, any editing that I have to do is over and above the in the field work that I do, and that's been eating me this month. I have 2 projects I'm working on that I've just barely been able to touch. Because
and it's
I've been out
sometimes
there.
so frustrating because there are projects that you would like to work on too, but this editing time is consuming so much. Especially, I feel it because I need to edit a lot of thank you videos from the soldiers.
Of course.
And on some of them I may spend an hour, but on some of them 2 hours. And it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's something that is part of my work, and I'm happy to do my work. Sometimes I burn out, but this week I feel a lot of energy. Last week also, so I think the burnout period passed. I really hope it will not come back to me after the 6 streams this week. Fuck's sake, because I was streaming 4. I was doing 4 streams in the 2 on the 2 or 3 previous weeks. So I was slowing down the pace, but now again I'm speeding up, and that's not good. And you can see how hyperactive today I am. I'm not in that mode as I was once. Yeah, Devin. Yeah.
I'd be out here doing a comedy bit, try to keep us going. So. Yep. We did get a looks
super
like a
chat
£10 super chat.
Thank you so much, Jan Ecstatic, to help your channel in any way possible. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So basically, that's a part of my salary. These super chats, gifted memberships that are stuck. You guys don't buy memberships on the stream today anymore because they are stuck. You'll be refunded probably. Try the stream tomorrow. And if you can buy the super chat instead, buy it. I will be grateful. So, guys, 140 more bucks to raise. I have no more donations yet. We have the last hour to do that. Cass, so late today, just finished watching the donation stream. Thank you, anyone who turned on the lights here. It's now even more beautiful. Look at the shot.
I know, man.
Much beautiful.
That's great. This is a good sign. This is a good omen, So
it is. How do you buy super chats? You cannot do it from Ukraine, Fuzzy. Since Fuzzy is in Ukraine, just like me, he cannot buy super chats.
Sorry,
it's not available for Ukrainians. Sorry, man, you're Ukrainian now. Even though you're from UK, now you feel, Cass. As I told you just now, she missed it. She missed the moment when I said it is stuck. and she bought 5 memberships. You're going to be refunded, Cass. So super chat instead, please.
Gen X
Thank
Static, Heroism Slava.
Gotta go, guys.
So, yeah.
Thank you for being here today and for supporting my work.
Absolutely.
And we have a donation from Otto, $40 add-in for today's jar. Half for Rachel from USA. Awesome, man.
That's great, yeah. So that takes us down to, what, 100?
100, yeah, just $100 to raise.
Easy.
Come on, guys. I took off my mic because I need to go to the bathroom, and it's not the golden stream today. Even though that wall looks golden.
Were you tempted?
Well, I may have just act like I forgot.
So I won't tell nobody.
But when I'm, shit, that was bad. Sorry, guys. It has a magnet on it. And it was loud. I'm sorry for your ears. Everyone who was wearing headphones, I did not expect that. So
ear surgery. Here we go. So
I'll put it back into the case.
Sure.
And then go to the bathroom. Hey,
absolutely.
Joe donated $100.
Hey, that is a good sign. The lights were a good sign. Oh, sorry. There you go.
Joe, thank you very much. Rolling to victory and nothing less. Thank you so much, Devin and Rick. You are both so inspiring. Love, Junjo. Thank you, Junjo. Thank you for the kind words. And Devin.
Yes.
To take it over.
Absolutely, I will.
I need to go because if I keep talking, you see, I can't stop. I'm not even letting you talk much.
I know, so I got to remove the mic from here. I just did no more speaking. Yeah. Sorry, guys. This is my stream now. So
please,
no.
Please tell them about your endeavors.
My endeavors, yes. Absolutely. I was going to keep them entertained with a different story when I haven't told that yet.
Please tell them about that unit if you're able to talk about that when you got close to the front line.
Yeah. So one of the things that I was able to do this last time... You're good, yeah. One of the things I was able to do this last time was that I went with the Howard R. Buffett Foundation to go deliver aid to one of these frontline communities. It's necessary, it's important. There's a lot of older people out at the front who either can't leave, can't escape, or their entire lives have been in service of getting their home. And for them to just get up and leave, to be evacuated, to be a refugee, it's not good. They can't do it. They can't leave their entire life behind. And the money that refugees get here in Ukraine just isn't enough to sustain most people. So in some of these frontline villages, they're just civilians who are hoping for the best. The Howard R. Buffett Foundation, the Global Empowerment Mission, was kind enough to bring me along. We loaded up a huge amount of supplies into this armored van and basically drove 5 kilometers away from the front. We could sit on one of the hills and go, that's Russian-occupied land over there. And we went to go hand out this aid. We were expecting there to be a lot of people to come and pick up the aid. And when we drove into the town, the guy that I was with basically looked at me and was like, there's no people here. There's no one gathered to come and get this aid. There was no one surrounding us to try to pick up food and water. We were very worried because we had stuff to deliver. We know there's people in this village. So we ended up driving around 5 kilometers from the Russians, honking the horn, going up to people's gates and knocking on them to try to find anyone to hand this out to. All the meanwhile, constantly looking up for drones, hearing the drumming of artillery out in the distance from the front, down near Pokrovsk area. And eventually we were able to find people. They would come out of their homes, they would look around, they'd wonder who these strange people were coming into their village. And we would hand out these giant boxes of aid, this water that we could give them. And we would then ask them, we're like, hey, do you know if there's anyone else still living down this street, or where's your next closest neighbor now? And we'd be able to actually go house to house, region to region of this little town to find them and hand this out to them. It is, I would say, 90% elderly people. Which is always hard to see. There was this one woman, she actually had just painted a heart on her metal gate with doves around it for peace. So It was
Out of the context, it's totally not understandable.
yeah. Rick didn't understand what I was saying. Just coming back to this, but I was saying that in this little village, there was that we delivered this aid to. There's a lot of elderly people because, of course, they can't leave or they don't have the means to leave. And this one woman in front of her house, we were driving around hunting for people in this town to hand out aid and water to. She had painted like a heart and two doves on her gate, and while we were staring at that, I took a photo of that. You could just hear like artillery in the background, and we were constantly looking up for drones or anything we could see because it was a clear sky out there.
How far was that?
It was like 5 kilometers, 6 kilometers from the front. So
that's close.
Yeah,
that's where a few drones are hunting you.
Yeah, that's the.
What direction was that? Donetsk Oblast?
Yeah, that was in Donetsk Oblast. So we were worried about that because, like I was telling them, there was no one in these villages like gathered around outside to come get aid. So we had to drive around in our armored van, honking the horn, and walking up and like pounding on people's gates to try to find anyone to give this out to.
So it was with Warren Buffett's foundation people, right?
Yeah, it's like the Howard R. Buffett Foundation. That's the
Howard, not Warren. Warren is the.
It's named after Warren's father, I believe, who was Howard.
Okay,
it was with them and Global
because
Empowerment Mission.
I think there are two brothers. It is not named.
There might. Yeah, I think you're right there, but I looked into it and it's named after the father, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. The spamming is annoying, yo. Like Pigeon
Someone's
says.
spamming. I was not
Attempting to reconnect.
Okay.
We did not yet. Okay.
Oh, wait. I think we're back.
We're back.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Good, guys. So
there we are.
The electricity went off here.
This happens.
Can we say went off in English? Devin? Went off? Can we say the electricity went off?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it that way. I would say that the power went out.
Went out.
Yeah, so.
Power went out. So, yeah, guys. I wonder if it's a power outage in the block.
It looks like there's a...
Yeah.
Across the street.
Across the street, there is electricity in the building.
Oh, well.
I wonder if it's only here. We'll see. We still have 50 minutes. And we have a good mobile network connection.
That's
By the way,
very good.
There were 2 donations, basically at the same minute. After June Joe's 100, there was $20 from Kathy S. Tickets for Devin. So you want Devin to get this?
I was like, wait a minute, yeah.
Yeah, Devin, would you accept it if you win it on the raffle?
I would, but I would find a way then to donate it in some other way, probably.
Awesome. So that's good. So we're on $520.
There we go.
Good job, guys. We reached the minimum goal. We achieved it, and now we just gonna be happy to raise a bit more. Maybe we get to 600 because we're on 520. It's only $80 to get to 600.
Yeah, and that's less than 100. So that's easy.
And then someone donates 10 and we say it's less than 100 to get to 700.
Exactly, yeah. Well, then it's less than 80. So, yeah, then it's even easier.
Yep. I have work by the icon. What's up with me? What do I mean by that? Ulrich Varkentin.
Ulrich. That's
Ulrich.
That's like the anti-U. There's Ulrich, there's Jarek.
Ulrich. Okay, not Ulrich. Ulrich. There are just different languages, and on different languages, it is called differently. No way, seriously. What is seriously Shahira Ramdan? Where are you from, by the way? By the way, Phil H, hello to you. Power
hello.
cut. Fuzzy not now? What Fuzzy not now? What Fuzzy was saying? Kyiv having blackouts? No, I'm not sure. Maybe Russians stroke some
power
electricity infrastructure lately, but
I don't want to jinx it, but it's actually been rather consistent lately, as of late, the power system. So.
And last summer was terrible, and I was actually preparing for the same summer, but summer just began, so we can still get that.
No, we're gonna have a better summer this time.
Okay,
so.
Let's have a better one. $20 donation from Andreas Lach.
Hey, thank you, Andreas.
Just a little bit more. It will never be enough. Much love and respect to Devin.
Oh, no, come on,
Andreas
man. Thank you.
Is your fan, by the way. He was the one pointing my attention out to your work, to your channel.
Thank you, brother.
He played a big role in connecting us.
That's great. So thank you very much, my friend. So,
Maybe he was even the one messaging you. Was it like that?
there were a couple of people. It might have been him. There was him. Levy was on there, and I think there was somebody else as well. So
Okay.
there were a few people who were like, "You guys have to meet," and so
Okay, I
we finally got
Devin
there.
met.
So
I like you,
I am
Devin.
too, yeah.
So now we're on 540. Good job, guys.
And do you know what? Now it's just 60 more to go to 600, and that's less than 70. So
Yeah, easy. Okay, so what am I missing in the chat? Another Ulrich here.
another one, yeah.
Saying
Ulrich's
Mops is
two.
gone. That two. Dalek Ticker 42. 42. Mops is gone. That we put a tag on it and started to organize and analyze. It doesn't mean it was not there before. I don't get the context of it. Brandaloso. Hello,
Andreas,
to you.
thank you. I need to put out more. I'm behind on editing right now. I'm very behind. I have two very interesting videos that I'm working on right now. I have a
Please share.
I have a interview with a special forces sniper, an officer in this sniping unit, and that's the most I can say about him. But
That's the one you already told me.
yes,
Can you tell me can you tell the people what you told me about his work and how it transformed?
So he is traditionally has been a sniper, a marksman. He has done a huge amount of work. He was in the 2023 Zaporizhia counteroffensive that ended up failing. We go into details about those stories. We go into some details about his specific line of work and how snipers, just as tank operators, are slowly losing relevance in the battlefield towards drones, of course, because it is a lot easier to hit somebody with a $20 drone than it is to have your highly trained marksman unit go in somewhere to try to take someone out. You risk a lot less. If, heaven forbid, that the sniper unit is taken out, then the loss is incalculable to, I don't know, a $20 drone getting jammed and falling down.
Yep.
So
You said $20 drone?
somebody could probably have a $20 drone somewhere. So,
But that's an exaggeration.
yeah,
I mean,
I know. Yeah,
I'm just that
yes.
anal person who likes
yeah,
to
so-
say, exactly, it costs $400 minimum.
Yes. Of course, but the point is that it could be these drones that we're sending through, but 2,400, even 1,000. That's
Yeah,
cheap
sure.
in comparison to
Yeah, of course, of
somebody's
course.
huge skill level. It is a hyperbole, I do admit.
You won't believe it, but we, as rollers, we support one team who stubbornly keeps doing sniping.
Yeah.
And they're really they're special forces sniping unit. This is why they have survival skills.
Yes.
Some of the guys spent a month on positions and they came back in really bad shape, but they survived.
That's good. I'm glad they survived.
But they still keep sniping, and we, by the way, helped them with 7 bipods. Bipods for 7 rifles not so long ago. So there's a cool video on my channel. I'll show it to you real quick, where they share those snipers with us. Not giving us to shoot them, but just showing it. Look at this. Just give me a second. I'm showing the receipts first,
Yeah.
and then there's a thank you video from the guys. Let me make it bigger.
Yeah.
So look, they just lined up all the 7 of them, and just thanking rollers for helping with.
That's so good.
Do you know the Ukrainian name for it? It's the slang name.
The bipod? What's the slang name?
We call them soshki.
Soshke. What is this? What's the root of this?
There's actually, look at this. There's actually an abbreviation, I think. S-O Sha, 3 Ukrainian letters. I'm not sure what does that mean. But pretty cool video. And then after that, there was a video of Solovey himself. He's still hiding his face.
Makes sense. So, my guy also wanted his identity kept a secret, and for completely understandable reasons too. So,
Yeah, he's an awesome guy.
Yeah.
Very kind, very dedicated to his work.
That's great.
And loving his work, actually.
Yeah.
Enjoying it. But yeah, and then they made a video for us how they are shooting from one of those rifles with those bipods. Yeah, so that's a pretty cool thank you video. One of the best I had.
Is that not a recent one, right?
Recent one, just a week ago, I think. I posted it 11 days ago. Yeah.
Well, maybe one of the mods could link it in chat for people if they are very interested in this. Then.
That's a good idea.
There's one here.
I'm actually gonna make it myself right now. Guys, here's the link. Not working that fast. Okay.
Fussy. He's trying to hide his face too, but he realized that the vaping and drinking was a bit of a struggle. So.
Yeah, he was actually on the first 1 or 2 streams. He was hiding his face, and then he decided to reveal it.
Yeah.
And rollers were very happy to see his face.
Oh yeah. That interview I'm still working on getting out. I have the majority of the way done, but I'm really excited for that to get out. The video that I don't have a lot of work done right now on, but I should. My friend Pietro, he lives in Kyiv, but he he lives in Lviv, but he traveled to Kyiv. Italian guy, and he sent me a message on Instagram was like, "Hey bro, do you want to come document some Italian radicals coming to Kyiv?" I was like, well, that's interesting enough. You've piqued my interest.
Okay, so radicals should be pro-Russian.
You would think. It is a European organization called Radicals. And it's a pro-democracy movement.
That's good. So it's radical democracy.
Exactly. And I got to interview 2 Italian Foreign Legion guys serving here in Ukraine.
Nice.
A few of these people who traveled from Italy here to demonstrate, to show their support. And a sitting Italian senator who was in attendance.
Wow, that's really cool. So you interviewed him too?
I did, yep. I was able to interview like 5 different people. These couple of foreign legionaries, the senator, a couple of these people who showed up in support. And that video, I think, is just interesting to document a bunch of people who still want to show support in this day and age, and especially coming from such an organization.
It would be cool. I'm standing up not to show you the coin once again, but to... Okay, guys, I remind you that we're raffling a coin. I took an opportunity, but to use some light, because it's getting darker outside, and here... We're still under the roof, so it's not that much light. It's too bright, sorry.
Now we're going to blow out the image, yeah?
Okay, so I think 50% is going to be enough, and a bit warmer light also will be good. So, yeah, something like that. It looks pretty cozy.
Yeah.
Thanks to
the cozy stream.
Light. Yeah, look how cozy it became
how
here.
about that?
Especially when I'm standing close to the light.
See? Well, it's like a fireside chat then, so...
Yep. Nice. Okay, guys, so we're on $540 today. Can we get to 600, please? We can, I'm sure. Thank you, guys.
Golden hour, yeah, exactly. So
golden hour?
It's golden hour, so it's like when the sun is just setting, that beautiful golden light.
Yeah, by the way, behind the clouds there, it is sitting somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm sure. So we could see that if we had no building in front of us. We could see that. I was having dinner in Italy when there was a communist rally and an Antifa rally outside. Had very little clue what was happening, JG says.
Yeah, Italy's kind of a wild place, so I talked with them about their politics a little bit and the perception of Ukraine in Italy and how it differed than that. That was an interesting part of the conversation. So.
Okay, I would like to listen to that. Yeah, good evening, Rollers and Rick. I hope you're all having a fantastic day so far. Mine was fantastic. Oh, yeah. Great day, pretty productive. We already raised today, let me tell you, $407 on $407 on the first stream today. Now 504, and we're still going. So we can really get to 1,000 today.
Absolutely.
Yesterday there was a huge donation from one big donor. He contributes a lot of money to our NAFA truck campaigns mostly, so I try not to bother him like when we're doing our every week fundraisers. So, but I was not doing the Nefatra campaign for 2 months now, I guess. And I basically like took too many requests into work last week. So on Sunday, I asked him if you can help somehow right now, because we have a lot of fundraisers going. I took too many requests, so anything you can help us with would be amazing. So he donated yesterday $5,000.
Whoa, that's incredible, man. Yeah.
And
wow.
He said anything for Psycho and Colucci from Shkval. And yeah, he boosted the fundraising this week. Awesome. Unfortunately, it was this week, so I am doing it properly. Like I'm donating the money only the next week, so I have a procedure. So following the procedure, I will have to donate the money he donated only next week on Tuesday. But it's still for the same fundraisers, most of the same fundraisers. So basically, yeah, it doesn't matter. The most important thing, he donated, and I'm grateful. The problem for rollers is he bought 500 tickets for this thing with his donation. And guys, the chances for you to get this coin are like, I think, divided by 2 this week. But it's not like it's impossible, because we had the situations where people were buying hundreds of tickets and they were not winning. It's all matter of luck and random. And I think the roller's magic also works, as we call it, and sometimes, magically.
And you know, it's probably going to be the person that donates $10. So, and you know, that's how the raffle works.
Or doesn't donate anything at all, because lately a lot of people were winning the items with the tickets they got for free from other rollers when they are buying tickets and just giving them to rollers. I
think that speaks a lot to your community too, that everyone's willing to do that. So I think that's a great thing.
It does, guys. You are fantastic. I love you. And guys, subscribe to Devin's channel. I'm not sure I put it properly into the name of the stream. Let's see. Where did we see the name? Here in the description. Yes, I did not tag you. Shit. And I don't think I'm able to do it from my phone. There's no option to change the name of the stream from mobile.
That's fine.
The one that is not like a recording, only for videos, available only for videos. I hate it. With YouTube, but guys, it's easy. Devin St. Lewis, Google it on YouTube. YouTube
Andre's there, YouTube it. There you go.
Okay, I'll see if I just do Devin St. Is it Lewis?
Lewis.
Like this. Guys.
It's actually based off of my hometown. There's I was born in a place called San Luis Obispo. So
San Luis Obispo.
It's just north of Los Angeles a little bit.
So that's not your real second name.
Correct. Yeah.
That's your how do you call it?
My online persona. My stage name. So.
So we're on
unlike Rick the Ukrainian, first name Rick, last name the Ukrainian, right?
Yeah. By the way, all rollers know my second name because they donate to my PayPal, and my real name is displayed there, so I'm not hiding it.
No, of course not.
Do you know it?
I don't believe so.
It's Nehmatulin, which is a Tatar name. Nehmatulin. It's a hard one, probably.
Nehmatulin? Okay, there we go.
So it's a Tatar one, but not the Crimean Tatar one. Those Tatars who live in Tatarstan, which is basically a country occupied by Russia. I think they're going to be one of the first ones to separate from Russia when that empire finally falls apart. I keep saying Russia. Moscovia, for fuck's sake. Moscovian Empire. We need to get used to call it the proper name.
Right. I imagine your audience might, but there are so many people who don't understand like where Russia even comes from, and that it's not what we think of as Russia today. It's this stolen title, just about. So.
It is. It is. And there's a great guy, a YouTuber, Ukrainian YouTuber. His name is Savage Sage. Maybe you heard.
I've heard of this name. Yes.
Yeah. So he is really working hard on the historical aspect of Russia's stealing of Ukrainian name. Like it was our country called Rus and Rusinia, I think, also that Russians have stolen from us. He is basically doing awesome videos where he is showing with proofs. He's showing the ancient documents, maps. He is explaining a lot of stuff with proofs, not just saying, like me, like
Oh,
Russia,
this is the thing. No, it's like he's
Russia never existed before they started calling themselves Russia. They were Moscovia.
Yep.
All of that, I claim, I basically provide no proofs to you guys, but I know most of you know that.
Yeah.
And you watch Savage Sage, most of you, because he was a guest on my stream also. Long live Mother Russia.
Uh-oh.
Really? Caucasian LLC something?
That's not a racist person, I imagine, right? Like,
yeah. That's not your mother if you call yourself like that. Oh, actually, it's probably yours. If you're troll, it's hard to get that. I'm not really good in getting the concepts of trolls.
Cass apparently has a friend who's from San Luis Obispo, so that's cool. So my city lives on. So
It was a really cool compliment to your beard.
Yeah,
It was insulting, but damn, I would take it as a compliment.
what did they say? So
that person said, no, don't take it personally. You ever get it stuck in your beard? Something like maybe it was also some kind of a. Okay, let's talk about food. Like okay. So if it's a food,
Sure.
if they're implying that it gets stuck in your beard, then anyway, it's a compliment because your beard is big and very thick.
Yes.
You may say that. So yeah,
it's my Italian heritage that gives me that
so
coarse hair.
Did you get the heritage test? Did you pass?
Oh yes. So the majority of my heritage is in 3 groups. It is Italian. It is Native American, specifically Cherokee, Chippewa, like those areas, and then it is Scots-Irish.
Scots-Irish. Czechia?
Cherokee and Chippewa. They're
I don't know
2 different Native
Cherokee,
American tribes.
Native
Yes.
Americans. Yes, okay, got it. Okay, I finally got the video from the soldiers. Let me check. I mean, video file, because they're sending videos and you ask them for video files, and that's where it becomes complicated for them. For a lot of them, like some soldiers are struggling just because they don't know how to attach the file. That's okay. That's understandable. Not everyone is good with technology.
Yeah.
But there are some soldiers who cannot send the video because of the bad internet connection.
Yeah.
Starlink is not always good.
No.
And that original video file could be really heavy.
Yeah.
So sometimes it is a struggle, guys. Sometimes soldiers make a video, thank you video for you, or video request for one of the NAFTA campaigns. They make it, and then it lasts like for 3 days or a week for them to just send me a file. It is so hard sometimes with soldiers, also because they are not masters of their own time. They're just being sent on missions whenever, and they are not. Basically
They're doing their best, but yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not angry at them ever. I'm patient and just accepting it as a reality, never being mad on soldiers because their life is terrible, considering what conditions they gotta live in, what challenges they need to overcome.
It's been very interesting. One of the main people that I'm doing a larger documentary on, one of the units, is a territorial defense battalion. And to highlight, because the territorial defense, for a lot of people who might not know, there's a difference between Ukrainian armed forces and territorial defense. One of the commanders of the territorial defense gave me a patch that says it actually. It says territorial defense is Zetsu is Ukrainian armed forces, but mentally fucked because these guys volunteer their time, their efforts, they work day jobs, and then at night they go fight, or on weekends they go fight, and then they come back home to their own life.
Like that? So they're what? Not in the army? They just like,
The
how does it work?
So the territorial defense, it's all basically volunteer battalions. So they don't get really paid to go and do this, or if they do get paid, it's very little. But they will go either on nights or on weekends. They work in shifts. So like the guys of the 113th that I've been with out in Kharkiv, they all live in Kharkiv, and that's where their main lives are. So then when they go on shift for territorial defense, they suit up with oftentimes gear that they've bought themselves. And then they go out and they protect the city from drones at night.
Okay. From yes, those teams.
Yeah.
Okay, that is understandable because they have the night work.
Yeah.
This is why they can afford to basically work, serve in the night and work during the day. But when do they sleep? For fuck's sake.
Yeah, exactly. So, and some guys will do frontline fighting too. Territorial defense still does a lot of frontline activities. But they will work in shifts, so they'll be like, this is my week to go out and do this, or, this is my time I have to go out to like Volchansk or out to these locations and go do this for no money, like a pure really volunteer. They hardly get anything. They rely a lot on donations, territorial defense guys. So I have a bit of a soft spot for them. They are a little mentally kind of out there, but they anyone is to voluntarily do this. But these guys they're fantastic. They really are. So
JB says, thank you for all the welcome and greetings. May God protect y'all and heal all sooner. I don't have much to say, but wishing to provide ease through it all. Love all. Thank you for coming here.
Absolutely.
JB, where are you from? I saw you were chatting with our community, with rollers. We call each other Rick Rollers. And yes, we do Rick Rolls sometimes, but not on the coffee shop streams. It just doesn't work here.
Not the format. So.
Yeah. No, I'm like, it's just not... probably it's possible to put an alert here, but I just don't get too deep into the technical part of the mobile streams. When I'm doing it from my phone, I just don't want to do it so complex or complicated. Guys, thank you very much for coming to the stream today. We still have 26 minutes before the end of the stream, and I would love to see you donating $60 more, and we getting to $600. That would make us a 1,000 for today's 2 streams. Let's do it.
Yeah, and hey, it's less. What we have to do? 60? It's less than 70.
Yeah,
and that's easy. So
and it's less than any other sum that is above.
That is less than
above 60. So please.
Last part of the stream, I want to ask you, because you said something interesting.
Yeah.
Why do you think that when this so-called Russian state, this Muscovian state, would fall, why do you think that Tatarstan would rise?
Would be one of the first.
Yeah.
Because Tatarstan, they were basically proclaiming their independence from Russian Federation in the beginning of the fall apart of the Soviet Union. So it was in 1991 or 1992-3, one of those years, they proclaimed their independence, but Russia just ignored it and basically took them by force. So I'm not sure, I don't know the aspects, but that's what I heard.
Got it.
And they have one of the strongest national movements in that so-called federation. Basically, their state has one of the strongest national identity among their citizens. So I think just like Dagestan, Chechnya, Tatarstan will be one of the first to really split.
Interesting.
To go out. Yeah,
it's probably not the most common question used to being asked, but I'm fascinated by this because this just isn't something we ever hear about much in either history or being spoken about in other parts of the world.
Thank you for asking.
Of course, yeah.
Thank you. They even have their own president. Yes, exactly. Just the problem is that that president is not being chosen lately. Moscow is just kind of putting that president, rigging the election as always. It's just it's
a Kadyrov situation, yeah. So
yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
Kadyrov is also kind of a leader.
Yeah.
JB was busy checking out your channel. First of all, sorry for my broken English. English ain't my first language. By the way, how many languages are there in Ukraine, and what's everyone's favorite food? We speak, like every Ukrainian will speak Ukrainian and also Russian. We all know Russian. For example, Russians usually don't know Ukrainian and they don't understand it. So we have advantage here. How do we call it? Advantage before Russians? Can we say that?
I've not heard advantage before Russians. Over Russians? Maybe?
Over.
Yeah.
We have advantage over Russians in this. And what's the favorite food? Mine, I have a lot of favorite foods. I love sushi, definitely. I love a lot of food. I love also Ukrainian food, borscht, vareniki, all our national food, holubtsi. Like, basically, I love it all. So yeah, I'm eating many things. Devin, what's your favorite food?
I love Mexican food. It's the one thing I can't find out here like really, really well. So
Did you go to that one on Hrshatek with the...
One on Krishna.
They have one.
Is there one up there? Because I know there's Dos Amigos, which is down like Saksagunska Oho, but specifically on Krishatik, I've not seen one. There might be a really good one. Maybe I've missed out on it. It's been under my nose.
Mexican food. Mexican
It's going to look it up in Iowa now.
Shit. We were still in Iowa, guys. So we need to get back to
This might be the only stream you've ever done where you could say you were still in Iowa.
Yeah. I would really love to say it someday from Iowa. Like, really being in Iowa. No, we come back to Iowa.
That's a sign.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't remember the name. Kyiv Taco. Let's call it this way. Dos Amigos.
Oh yeah, I've been. Yeah,
You've been there.
I have.
Not very good, right?
It's close.
It's fast food.
It's
right?
like the Ukrainian version of Mexican food, you know. So it's close. It'll suffice. So
Okay, Dos Amigos is here on Podil.
there's one in Podil. There's one down close to Olympic Stadium area that I used to go to when I lived down there.
And the one in Hrshatek, they had one here. Probably it's gone already. And they also had one here. No, I don't see it now. Probably closed already because I was there before the full-scale invasion.
Okay, perhaps then.
$20 from Lynn S. 1 minute ago,
There
and
we go.
$10 just now from Wizard of Ooze.
Hey.
Don't judge a man by the size of his ego or his heart, but on the epicness of his beard.
Yes.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah. So
Lynn S. Are you sure that Abraham Lincoln said that? Okay, so we have only $30 to go, guys, to get to $600.
Fuzzy gave me a recommendation. I'm going to screenshot this for a taco place in Kharkiv. I'm in Kharkiv all the time. I will look this up. So, and an American guy owns it apparently. So,
So it should be a good Mexican.
I would hope. I would assume. I'm taking his word for it.
okay.
So, if not, we'll have words one day. So,
Larry Barrett, hello to you. Hello, Wizard of Ooze, by the way.
hello.
By the way, Jeremy Stark was saying so sad how he got treated in White House. And I felt bad for him that day and embarrassed of our country also in that moment. Yeah, guys, it was terrible. I love the President Zelensky. He seems like a genuine person with good values. Yeah, he is.
I think so.
He is. The problem is, unfortunately, he values in regards of internal work in Ukraine, right? Like internal affairs. He's like him prioritizing loyalty over professionalism fucked up a lot of things inside Ukrainian politics. Yeah. So we Ukrainians have this problem with Zelensky, but it's not like a lot of conscious Ukrainians would really excuse this to him. Like me, I'm like right now I am prioritizing him being really effective on the external affairs, really bringing us a lot of support, being a really good advocate for Ukrainian citizens, and
there's a practicality that comes out of it at some point. So.
Exactly, because no one is perfect. There's never going to be an ideal president who is not going to be doing some shady business, and really being like, how do you call that? Shady. So not transparent, because any presidents, they have too big of a responsibility. So I don't think like there could be a president who's going to be like 100% transparent
Yeah.
who will tell all the truth, because there's some truth that is, in their opinion, damaging for part of the society, for big part of society. So yeah, agree, Rick. In the current times, perhaps loyalty and being able to work without having to fight your own people is worth it. Well, I don't know. It's complicated because there are some really fucked up situations coming up in Ukraine because of his choices in his staff, like Tatarov. You know, he's being hated by half of Ukraine.
Yeah.
And he's not really given any good to law enforcement. He's only making it more corrupt, and really, like, sometimes we think he's working for Russia because it is really all advantageous for Russia. And I don't know, keeping him and really protecting him in front of the press. You remember that situation?
Yeah, that was
where he
that was
protected Tatarov.
Yeah, man.
Zelensky showed himself as really suspicious person when he started protecting such a corrupt guy.
Because the thing is, too, you end up hurting yourself in the long term. There could be something to be said of, like, you don't want to try to sit and play political games in between yourself and the people you have working for you or under you or the ministers of these different departments. But at the same time, that will hurt you in the long run if people keep looking at it and going, well, why are you protecting this guy? Why are you getting in the way of him, like, being investigated or talked about, or he's shown in a bad light? Like, there needs to be some balance there, I feel.
Yeah, it's only loyalty. They actually, did you know that Tatarov had the NABU? Do you know NABU?
NABU.
It's a Ukrainian anti-corruptional bureau.
Yeah,
they filed a case for him. They charged him with a corruption case, and our government, including presidential office, they covered him up. They basically closed the case.
I remember this being a big thing at the time too, because everyone was like, "Oh fuck, guys!" Like,
and that guy, Zelensky is protecting that guy because it's fucked up. Corruption is not being fought properly here because what we need to do is not build institutions to investigate corruption. We need to prevent corruption, for fuck's sake. For that, we need some ground institutional reforms to prevent corruption, to not let it appear in the first place.
Because if it festers for a long term, it will remain there. And I think that would cause a lot of problems then with defenders coming home at the end of the war and they going, we're not going to put up with this. And then there's more conflict.
You know, to be honest, I may sound radical in this case. We have a lot of traitors, pro-Russian politicians who really keep working on Russia right now, being in parliament in Ukraine. Sometimes I think that people's vengeance is much more efficient than any legal ways to put them to what? To justice.
Sure.
Because the Portnov case, you heard that, right?
Yep.
Guys, a huge corrupt Ukrainian traitor, Portnov, I don't remember his first name. Do you remember his first name?
Off the top of my head.
Losha. Alexei. Alexei Portnov is a Russian agent who worked for years to corrupt Ukrainian law structure. So basically this dude controlled all the courts. He controlled all the courts in Ukraine even after the full-scale invasion. A Russian element controlled all the courts in Ukraine, guys. He was killed, but the problem is other corrupt guys are trying to take control over those corrupt guys in our parliament, in our structures. They are right now, I'm reading an anti-corruption guys in Ukraine, journalists, they are reporting on them trying to pass the laws in our parliament that will help to let some big top corrupt guys to get away with their shit. For them to escape justice, escape the prosecutions. One of the ways that they are escaping it right now they are mobilizing into the armed forces,
Of
into
course.
some corrupt unit
yeah.
that will let them not come to the service and just chill somewhere on their villas.
Yep.
And that's how it is happening here, guys. We are being completely honest with you. Come on, guys. Last $30.
Yeah.
Please buy the tickets for this beautiful coin of the 26th
We got-
Artillery Brigade.
13 minutes, and in 13 minutes we could easily do $30. So
Come on, guys.
if you guys would not mind, we would greatly appreciate it. We've been having a very, as we tend to call them, intra-Ukraine conversations here about the real elements of corruption, not the fake ones that people often try
Yep.
to hype up. But
Yep.
this is it's a very deep look that not a lot of people get to see in Ukraine.
Yeah, that bullshit about Zelensky, about his villas and yachts that Russian propaganda is spreading
Oy.
is not something that we should be talking about.
No.
We should be talking about Tatarov
Yeah.
internationally. So the international community pressed Zelensky enough to finally fire that thug.
Yep.
And not controlling all of our law enforcement system, and not controlling it in a good way, controlling it in a corrupt way. So we have a
Quite
storm
the
here.
rainstorm, yeah.
So it's a heavy rain right now, and I even can feel it. We're like sitting, I would say, 2.5 meters away from the entrance to this. How can we call it? Patio.
Yeah, like a patio.
Patio, and the drops are falling on me. And I would say I'm not really warm, but we're finishing in just 12 minutes, so no
It
problem.
went from perfect t-shirt weather to, it's a little chilly out now, so
Yeah, I should have taken somewhere to put up. I was just not expecting rain. I checked the
No.
forecast; it was not planned
No.
today. The people behind the secret doors play in every nation right now. That's also a bot's comment, I would say.
I would say so, yeah, so.
We need rain here in Florida. Basically, this is also one of the ways to basically not take responsibility for your life, for your actions.
Yeah.
When you say that I'm a small person, big people behind closed doors are just making a shady business. Yes, it is partially true.
Sure.
But you need to do something to prevent that.
Yeah.
And not just saying that, oh, there's always an evil plot everywhere. You need to take action and change this world for the better, or at least try and being killed by those guys.
Right.
Why not?
You know, and there's this idea that apathy is death. This inaction is death itself. And that's what it is. Like, I don't know about you, but I don't see myself as like some grand hero for doing what I'm doing. It's just I'm one person and I can do this to help out. And so many people that I talk to who do incredible work, who I would say are heroes, even defenders that we have, you know, they just consider themselves a guy that or a girl that decided, I'm gonna fucking do something. And there's power in that. There's so much power in that.
You know, I also consider myself like you said, not some hero and that stuff. Like some people who don't know me and don't know my attitude to the word hero, jump into the chat and say, Rick, you're a hero, and I'm like, dude, come on. Even those who are on the front line, fighting right now, or just not even fighting, doing logistics, sitting somewhere on a command point, doing any work in the army, they are not even considering themselves the heroes, because they know the heroes are those who has given their lives for their motherland.
Yeah.
Those Ukrainians who has fallen on the battlefield, who were killed maybe not on the battlefield, somewhere with a ballistic missile. Those are the heroes. Heroes also are those who were patriots of their country and they were killed by Shahed drones or ballistic missiles somewhere in the rear. Those who had Ukraine in their heart, who never wanted Russia here. I consider those heroes too.
Absolutely.
More like martyrs, of course, than heroes, because they were not on the very edge, right? But they were still doing something. If they were doing something, we can definitely call them heroes. The light is back, the music is back.
The last 10 minutes, guys, this is a sign. So we're
And
still 30
now
minutes.
you will be able to see the rain.
Yeah, look at that.
That's really good. What did you say?
I was going to say, it is a sign, last 10 minutes, we have a little bit of a push. If we can get this extra $30, we can hit, what, 1,000 today?
Yeah.
And then
guys,
we're golden.
it's, only $30, and there were no donations for the last 13 minutes. We can do it, come on.
And if you guys have the means, we greatly appreciate it. There's an awesome raffle item right now, and for $10, you can, $10, right? You can get a ticket for this lovely coin.
Yeah, the coin that is coming from the 26th Artillery Brigade, and it was given to us by the commander, one of the commanders. I think he is a captain, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And in the past, he was a nuclear power plant engineer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nuclear power plant safety, if I'm not mistaken. So, awesome guy. His call sign is Atom.
Atom. Makes
like
sense.
Atom.
Yeah.
And he is a bit tired of this, I would say. I could tell this after a conversation with him. Okay, who is going away? Tuna or Fuzzy?
See you later, Fuzzy.
Tuna says, guys, my brain doesn't want to type English more today. Love you all. From lurk mode. If I don't really need to comment, and Fuzzy, stay safe and possible, dear. Thank you so much, Tuna, for your work here today. Thank you so much for everything you do for Ukraine and your love for Ukraine. Tuna is visiting in July together with Andres.
Yeah.
In the end of July, so it would be awesome if you guys meet.
Finally in person, absolutely.
Yep.
So
would be cool. Okay, we have a donation, guys, but to encourage you to send a few more donations, I won't tell you how much it is.
Oh, I haven't even seen how much it is. So
let's.
We're playing some SVU mind games here now. So.
Yeah, Rick, I'm trying to auction pictures of my toe so I can get the last $30.
Hey, Fuzzy, you can do it, man. You can. We all have hard times, and some donations, they're harder than others.
Hello, Prof. Oak, Professor probably, right? Oh my God, bots with their fist world problems.
Probably first word.
Yeah, probably first
now
word.
I can't speak. That comment infected me. Yeah.
That's me who's infected you.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Remember, I called you David today.
That's true, yeah.
So it's you.
I will tell you, my name is a very good icebreaker with units. Because they'll, the press officer or somebody from the unit will ask my name, and I go, oh yeah, it's Devin, like Ukrainian, like Devin. And they go, ah, yeah.
Devin?
Devin, like where is he?
Ah, Devin.
Yeah. So.
Nice.
And then, of course, I know, oh, Devin, that's Tom. And so then they're like, oh, he gets the joke,
Nice.
So.
That's Tom. Somewhere in there, guys. That's basically, yeah.
Yeah, Andres, if I don't go boom this next couple of times, I will see you in Kyiv here. We'll do an Azov rally, so.
Yeah, it would be awesome.
Yeah.
You can always meet him there. He's always there. It's really good.
Anytime I'm in Kyiv, I always try to go, so.
Okay, you know what? We can already start summing up the stream because it's only 5 minutes.
Sure.
Left to go. Devin, I liked it. It was just a chill conversation.
Yeah.
No stress, it seems like.
Yeah.
It was no stress.
We kind of meandered over here. We talked about this, we talked about that, but it was all a really good time, so.
I don't think we missed much.
I don't think so. I told a few stories from the front. We were auctioning off the coin. I don't know. We had somebody, what was that one person's name? Stinking something came in here, his comment you read at the beginning. We had and Fuzzy is selling his toe picks now, apparently, for donations. So we've had a lot happen this stream.
Yeah, guys, thank you. It was an awesome stream. Big time thanks to you, Devin, and big time thanks to you guys.
Absolutely.
Of course, I also play my role in it since I'm a host. But you guys do more than 50% of fun, believe me.
Fuzzy's comments.
4 minutes left. Guys, my toe will not disappoint. Come on, guys. So he's selling it for $30 donation.
It's a good price on the market if you think about it. So
yeah,
you could have a one-of-one photo. So
Great stream, almost golden, Garrett T said. Garrett, you're right. Точно, треба оплатити. А де оплатити? Треба на касу йти, бо тут QR. Yeah, де ми заховали. QR code. Yeah.
It's under my bag here.
Guys, we need to pay for the tea.
Yeah.
And I also had creme brulee. Do you call it like that?
Creme brulee, yep. So
Brulee, yeah.
I wasn't going to say anything. I thought you were going to keep that a hush-hush, so...
No. I think I am a person who cannot lie ever. I can hold some things to myself, but
Sure.
if you ask me honestly something,
yeah.
I'm just like, I have this spell put on me.
You this compulsion, yeah. So
I will always speak the truth. So guys, no $30 donation. There's another one that is bigger. Okay, I'll mention it. It's $50 from Brian.
There we go.
But it was before the toll challenge, so I don't think Brian wants. I don't think Brian wants any toll being sent to him.
Did you ask him?
Brian, would you like to see Fuzzy's toe? Tell me. Okay, Fuzzy, thank you for offering, though.
He
Anyway.
said, hey, 3 minutes, guys, $30 to Rick and request your toe pic. So they can request it from him.
No toe.
No toe. Sorry,
Brian,
Fuzzy.
like-
Yeah.
So-
Maybe next time, buddy. Well, if we get desperate again, we'll hit you up. So,
So, guys, on this stream, we already raised $520
hell yeah.
on PayPal. Thank you very much
That's
for all
great.
the donations. And I did not donate. Oh, I mean, I did not pay.
Uh-oh.
I need to pay. Okay, they asked me gently, and I'm just not paying. For fuck's sake.
Someone said hashtag no toe.
No toe. It sounds like I stepped on the mine and now I have no toe.
Yeah, now no toe.
Fuck.
I get that does make Fuzzy's toe picks more valuable though, because
Exactly.
he could step on a mine and we'll never get them.
Fuzzy, I really hope you're not offering a detached toe.
Oh, for only $30, that would be cheap. I feel so.
Yeah, I think we can go all the way to 3,000.
3,000 for Fuzzy.
Sorry, Fuzzy, it's a dark humor.
Yeah.
But what can I say?
If it ever happens, hit us up. I guess so.
Oh shit. It's dark. I would never like for anything like that happen to you, Fuzzy. I love you, man. Never. Ooh. Okay.
It's too good. I
can
couldn't resist.
We
So.
can go too dark, but
Yeah,
dark humor
yeah.
is good. I think all of us appreciate it here. Have you ever been out on the track with the wind and rain beating down on your back? It was pretty. It must be pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I would imagine. I'd imagine. Yeah.
I've never been in that situation. And shit, I need to walk to my car and it's raining hard there.
Oh man.
It's not that far, so I'm not going to be too wet. But I'll take a glance of that. I'm going to be running. And of course, I'm in a white sneakers.
Oh,
today. Do you
man.
call these sneakers? So how do you
Yeah,
call
I would
them?
say sneakers. So.
Trekking.
Like tracksuits, running shoes. You could also say.
Running shoes.
Sneakers is almost like a catch-all. So.
Yeah, so it's Puma, right? In English, if I'm not mistaken.
Pat said, "Oh my God, you guys! Like that other guy's toe that looked like a blown-up sausage. Damn, forgot his name now." Hashtag. Oh.
I guess I remember. Someone showed it to me. It was Matt. Matt showed me the photo. Matt from Azov Legion. His call sign is Gook.
Yep, I remember. Yep, I remember you saying that.
Yeah, it was like a roasted sausage, but like on the grill. It was a bit black.
Got
He showed it to me. I decided not to show it on the stream. So. Yeah, it was not a good idea.
Fuzzy's out of here. Thanks, Fuzzy. So.
Вони вже до 9,
Rick.
але зайдіть, подивіться, як тут класно, якщо вони були.
Ні, не були.
Були? Ну, до 9 до працюють. Guys, they put on the Rick roll
Yeah.
just before we finish. Shit, I need to learn not only the verse. You call it verse, right?
Yeah, but like the whole thing,
The whole
right?
thing, yeah.
I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. That'll make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie. Hurt you.
Okay, we should stop.
That's it. Yeah, we're 2 minutes over.
Yeah,
So.
we should stop the stream. Thank you guys for being here today, Devin.
Rick, always a pleasure, my friend.
It was a great stream.
Yes.
Really chill and funny.
Absolutely.
We even had the jokes about the torn off toe today. So it was pretty cool. Silver says, excellent stream. You're in great
guys.
mood.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything. Yeah, we are. Let you down. Oh my God, guys, that's a sign.
It's a great sign. And we hit the goal too. Last minutes, we hit the goal. So
$530 raised during the stream.
yeah.
Good job, guys. Good job. Love you all. Thank you for making this day unforgettable.
Absolutely.
As this guy singing, desert you. Yeah. And another donation incoming, $30 from Andres Laugh.
Andreas, does he want toe picks?
He says, I pay not to get any soldier feet pics.
That's smart. It's
Yes.
That's how we do it. We start charging people for Fuzzy to not send them toe picks.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Andreas, thank you so much. That brings
Thank you,
us
buddy.
to $550 today.
Yeah, man.
Good job. Good job. Okay. Guys, see you tomorrow on the coffee shop stream and the day after tomorrow on the coffee shop stream. Tomorrow we're going to have James from Why Ukraine and Rebecca, her Wolf. Rebecca Wolf from Arizona.
There you go.
Okay. Devin, once again, thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you for having
Live
me.
long and prosper, guys.
Oh, I can do it with this hand. There we go.
Nice. And donate. Slava Ukraini.
Heroism Slava.
Heroism Slava.